That's my raptor.
Oh, that's a crow. Yeah.
Let's see your Mr. Mime, please. Oh my fucking god.
I was doing some research, of course.
For this?
No, I come in here completely raw.
Oh.
Becca, I barely knew her.
Okay, well that's definitely Squidward.
Oh! What the hell?
Those are the evil toilet papers. We don't fuck with them.
You want to wipe your pee?
Wipe your pee. Look at this.
Get you! On the other side! Get you! Get you! Get you!
Hello! And welcome to Back Pocket for Thursday, the 16th of March, starring William Yates, the man who will never get a haircut because he looks too damn pretty. Stephanie Ben Dixon.
What?
Oh yeah, wearing the glasses tonight. Love
Yes.
to see it.
My eyes
Bless
are
my
tired
soul.
and can't wear contacts.
It's Joshua Swift.
Oh, what? Security
On the
cam?
CCTV,
Oh no!
this man was seen robbing a 7-Eleven. If you see his face in the street, please report him to your local authorities.
Said the 20s?
Said the 1920 CCTV operator.
It's Gus Ronald. Looking sharp as ever. Oh, no, he's a little askew, isn't he? And it's me, your host, or something. I guess I'm not really a host.
Taking the host role. All right, it's all on you, buddy.
I'm Peter. Shouldn't have said that.
Taking the host role.
It's too much pressure. It's too much pressure for me. Welcome to Back Pocket, where we've got a great show for you tonight, where we've got some very silent news. We're just going to whisper it. We've got what we've been playing, which is always an exciting segment. We have it every week. We've got Back in Jack. Jack's back.
Jack's back.
For the first time.
I've been meaning to get back to Jack.
We've been meaning to get back to Jack, and we're gonna catch you up on the Pocket League because a few games have come out, so there's some updates there.
That Fed pen went.
Never remove the
February was
clapping.
huge. Never remember clapping. There he is. There I am.
And it's fallen faces.
Before we get into the show, though, Will, how you been, mate?
I'm good. I'm happy. I saw a movie last night that made me real happy, and that's been really nice.
I'll ask you about the movie.
I was like,
We both saw that movie.
I will ask you about the film, but the first thing I want to say is, you watch a lot of stuff. Did you watch a show last week?
No.
Are we making this a thing now? If you get a week off, you gotta watch it? Or is that your week off?
No, you don't have to be.
And watching
You can
as
totally
well?
detach.
brutal.
You can totally
That's
detach.
I watched many a Twitch clip to create a lovely
That's
little
true,
intro.
that's true.
I saw not all the best bits. I know there was bits I missed out. 'cause
Yeah. Oh, there's some
Everyone's been
gold.
saying it was a wonderful app.
It was a
so
crowd
funny.
SML.
None of my girlfriends like watch any of the stuff that I do.
Yep.
And it like sometimes people take offense on my behalf for that. They're like, "Hey, your friends don't even know it." And I'm like, "No, man, I don't turn up to their work and be like, good job." Like-
But you guys went out last night. You saw a film together.
We did.
we saw Shazam.
Shazam!
Fury of the Gods.
So good. So much fun. So much laughter. I don't think I've
Yeah.
laughed so vocally in a theater in a long time.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. Except in.
I don't know. No, that was a we were the only ones laughing. It was very at those kind of events.
Oh, Harry Styles.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Like those. It's not the crowd to laugh. They're there to either review it or they're like,
Sure.
we were just cackling.
Yeah,
It was a good.
It was awesome. I have a
Yeah.
DC partnership, so I was like, please be good, please be good. And they've had a tough run with
Yeah.
some
They
stuff
need a
that's been
win,
going
for
on. They
sure.
need a
Yeah.
win,
Yeah.
and it was just like I think Will and I were sort of talking afterwards because it was such a moment to moment roller coaster of
Yeah.
like it was pacey, man. It was
Yeah.
just like
Yeah,
it
yeah.
never stopped. You never take a breath, but in a good way.
Yeah.
I feel like DC either does like hard, serious genre stuff, or they can go the other way. It's riding that kind of middle line that I think maybe.
I think when they try to ride
struggle
the
with.
middle, they seem like they're trying to be too Marvel. When they try and
Yeah.
inject humor into serious
Yeah.
story, they don't do it as well as Marvel. Whereas they do, they did like the Harley Quinn movies and stuff. They do adventurous, strange, dark fun,
Yeah.
and then they do really too gritty, boring fun. And this is like kind of a bit, I guess, lighter. Shazam 1 was
I
great.
think
Yeah.
this is
Yeah, it was
what
good
I
fun.
like, though. I think I like both ends of the spectrum because
Yeah.
I think for me, and I guess this is just me as like the way I interpret superhero stuff is like I kind of want it to be a hard aesthetic that with a real perspective, or I want it to be really funny and not taking itself too seriously. Because I think when it kind of like, you know, your Avengers-y stuff that feels like it's trying to be like fun but also feels a bit self-important, that I'm like, come on.
Yeah.
So this to me was like
from the start knew exactly what it wanted to be.
Yeah.
And never wavered, because even some of the DC stuff does that. It's like we know we're serious, but then tries to do the other sides of it. Whereas this
They
never
literally
broke.
They literally tried to write humor into a finished film.
Oh my God.
Exactly.
And
So,
the script was just banger after banger.
And the
It
cast.
was so funny.
Yeah.
You
it
were
was
saying,
really,
like-
really good.
And remind me, because I love the first Shazam, and it was a big surprise. I think you said you watched it. And
I
were
watched
like,
it on a plane, and it was way too good to be a plane film.
Whatever, you put that on the box.
Yeah.
But there's the idea being, no spoilers, is that a large amount of people transform into other versions of themselves as heroes, which means you've got...
That's the whole film
That's
ruined.
that's the first film, but that's okay. That's all right.
That's the first film.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
been out for a while,
been
and
out-
that you
it's
don't
5
quite
years.
know what I just spoiled.
Yeah.
But essentially, you've got a larger...
He's still doing it. So great.
That's amazing.
My point being is you have a large cast.
Yes.
And when
a lot of-
and when half of them die,
That's hilarious. But yeah, you've got a lot of comedy actors both
Totally.
playing multiple versions, so it's therefore you've got more people to be funny.
are the
So when
kids the
they're-
heroes again? Like, are they the standouts?
Yeah. Specifically,
Are the kids the heroes? Way to spoil
I
it,
was like,
Pete. Jesus.
You answering
Are
his
they the
question?
standouts?
They one of the wonderful things about it is they learn every lesson they learn on the first one is on show here.
Yeah, awesome.
And they've honed down that they know which we were kind of saying it. They know which version of each character is the good one.
Poor
And
Adam
they're like,
Brody doesn't get much of a look in. This
No.
Have you seen the Child Detective
Adam Brody.
from
from the OC. Chris Mcker.
Have you?
Yep.
He's
But-
the adult superhero of the kid, and the kid in this is
So
like
good.
Spoilers.
Yeah.
Have you seen have you seen the
Nice try.
the Kid Detective on Netflix with him?
no.
Great flick. Great flick. Watch it. You watch
Yeah,
it.
no, I
The
don't
kid
understand it.
detective.
The kid. I think it's the Kid Detective. Really good.
Yeah, right.
Look it up. Spoilers.
Yeah.
Gus, have you been doing anything?
I went to a folk festival.
Oh, you did, didn't
I did.
you?
I took.
I saw photos of that. I was like, what's Gus doing?
My parents go every year to the Port Fairy Folk Festival, and they go year on year.
Fairy Folk
It's the biggest folk festival in the southern
In the port.
hemisphere.
I bet it is.
Port Fairy's beautiful. Folk music's pretty awesome. And they go every year, and they get rowdy and have their cousins and stuff, and it's really fun. And then my sister started going with them, and she comes back,
Have
she's
their
like,
cousins?
oh, it's like my mum's
Folk
cousins.
festival?
Yeah. And they had a good time.
The port?
And I went, and it was fucking great. If anyone's ever been,
Lovely.
it was so good. We just drank Guinness, we danced on tables. My parents had been year after year, so they had they just walked in. And have you walked into a festival or a cool event where your parents are like, follow me, I'll show you where the good spots are. That's the good line for the chili cheese Kranskis. You get your Guinness from over here, that table, have a dance on that one. Tent number 2, always go have a lie down there, and the next morning have a bit of a nap. And then I was just like, what's going on? Parents are not meant to think they're this cool, but
Yeah.
it was really lovely.
No, that's
so,
awesome.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and it was just like non-stop, good old folk music. It starts slow
Have
and
you
then
started
it
playing
picks
guitar?
up, and I picked my guitar off the wall. So I've taken it off the wall
counts,
and
that's
put it on a
pretty good.
couch
That
and
counts.
said,
Ah, yeah.
but you know what I
And
want to do
said-
now?
I'll see you later.
I want to play now?
Get you. What?
I want to fiddle. Peter?
Not on Twitch.
Oh,
God.
no.
No?
No.
You don't have a fiddle on Twitch.
I want to fiddle.
Fiddle's one of those instruments where it's like
Guess
the,
what-
the first couple of years, awful.
Guess what a fiddle is? It's a violin. It's the
Yes.
exact same thing.
Yes.
I thought it was a different instrument, but it's not. It's just a violin played differently. And I loved it. The more fiddles on stage, the better. It was so good. At one point, 4 fiddles, 2 guitars, and a didgeridoo. It was amazing.
Wow.
That's sick.
It was really, really good. So, yeah.
He's never going to learn it.
I'll try.
You might buy a fiddle.
It's like you have to be so dedicated
Okay.
to go through.
I will get swole and play fiddle. That's
yeah,
my
you're getting
promise
swole,
to
aren't you?
you guys.
And build a table.
And build the table.
And build the
Yeah.
table. Add it
Yeah.
to the list. But yeah, it was really good fun. Anyone who's from Port Fairy and lived down there, beautiful place.
Port
And,
Ferry or Port Ferry?
it's FERRY.
Yeah,
So
Ferry.
ferry,
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
fairy.
Yeah.
I think.
But
Maybe
do
it's
they-
FARIE.
But do they have Morris dances? That's Scottish, isn't it? The dance of the
Yeah,
swords?
they have them too.
Oh, so
It's
also
Irish, Scottish.
Wow.
Oh, like
They're the-
Brigadoon.
Yeah, there's that. But it's not a Scottish
Brigadoon.
festival. It's just like there's heaps of people there from like Nova Scotia and stuff, like in Canada, where there's heaps of folk music over on the East Coast, where it's
Right.
fucking cold.
We should go to
so
Brigadoon again. Yeah. I thought it was fun. I could
Is
go
that
again.
right? Is that right?
It was cool.
Yeah, it's all right.
That's all right.
It's just
It's
that
folk music, Stephanie. Folk music.
they had a bagpipe fucking procession.
The bagpipe stuff is awesome,
Wow.
but the haggis stuff is not awesome.
Hey,
You know it's shit.
Have you had it in Scotland?
It doesn't make a difference where you have it.
Correct.
All right, let's get on with the show.
Yes,
we're going to start with a little something called a little bit of backup.
2 littles? Too late?
Never
That was too
learns. Never learns. Never checks his review.
A little bit of backup is brought to us by EvilSpyBoy. If you check the chat, you'll see exclamation marks EvilSpyBoy in the chat because he brings us the segment that we're doing, which is a little bit of backup, and you can bring the generosity to Food Bank. Head to foodbank.org.au and be as generous and good, but not evil, as EvilSpyBoy. Thank you so much for sponsoring this segment. A little bit of backup is where we take a little bit of news, a little story, something that piqued our interest, and say, let's have a little chat about it. Or a big chat, or medium-sized chat. It's a little story with a medium chat. Make of that what you will. And the story that piqued my interest a little bit was the fact that the Silent Hill film, there's a new one coming out. There's a reboot, in fact. There have been 2 Silent Hill films. One was in 2006, and then there was one a little later on that was in 3D, so you know it was shit. And it had one of those things that was it was Silent Hill. I'm going to say Retribution. It wasn't, but it was one of those ones.
Yeah.
But the first film was pretty good. It had mixed to good reviews, and the same director, who goes by the name of...
Faith Hill.
No, Christoph Gans.
Oh, okay.
This guy is directing the reboot, and what he's come out and said is that they're actually going to change a few things about the Silent Hill formula, namely the creatures, the iconic creatures in the game. You've got your like twisted zombie nurses without a face, and you've got old mate six-pack Pyramid Head. Steph, you remember him? You like to draw him?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, better believe it.
What a bod.
Oh, yeah.
So both he and the producer have come out and said they're going back to square one with this, and they're going to change a little bit of the creature design and potentially some of the sort of plot points or sort of the structural elements of a Silent Hill story. Now, how far they go into that, it kind of sounded a bit fluffy, but it got me thinking, because I was like, what parts of films are good that are based on video games that they change?
Can I ask before we get into
I was
the
going to
actual
ask you, let's
conversation?
talk about the film first.
Footage is cool. When did this trailer come out? I haven't seen this.
That's using parts of the old film. So
Oh,
this
okay.
is part of
I only watched the old
this is
film.
part of a Konami kind of like look ahead of what they're going to do
okay.
with this film. And again, it's we're in a world now where game, movies, and TV shows the bar has been raised.
Sure has.
And I think they've realized after announcing that
We all saw Halo.
We all saw Halo, and they have to kind of up their game. This can't just be a kind of Blumhouse Resident Evil, because the last Resident Evil film, Raccoon City, was just shit.
It was okay.
And the Monster
It was
Hunter.
just schlocky and not.
It was sloppy.
not
the
great,
Monster Hunter
yeah.
one that was like made for overseas that we
yeah.
got a bit of.
Yep.
So yeah, basically the idea here is that they're going to reboot it. I would say I think so. The sequel must have continued a same character or something from that. But the Silent Hill games often have the same formula. There's a person who enters a town that has not many people in it, a bit of a mystery. They're often finding someone. It's usually foggy, smoky, one of those kind of things, and they find a deep underbelly of that town that holds a bunch of nightmares and creatures and all that kind of stuff. Original cast, and it had Sean Bean and
Boromir.
the Australian actress, short blonde hair, had like a Rachel Radisha, something or other.
Yeah,
she
right.
might pop up in this, but it's a good film. And there is also a new game coming out as well. So the producer kind of came out and said, we're confident that this new film and Konami's updated game together will propel the franchise forward for years to come.
Interesting.
But then again, the synopsis, if you allow me to read it, goes as such. When a mysterious letter calls him back to Silent Hill in search of her, he finds a once recognizable town transformed by an unknown evil. As James descends deeper into the darkness, he encounters terrifying figures, both familiar and new, and begins to question his own sanity as he struggles to make sense of reality and hold on long enough to save his lost love. Which I would argue is every Silent Hill story.
Yeah.
That was pretty generic.
That was generic.
I
But
always get Silent Hill confused with Resident Evil.
yeah, I mean,
They play with the same tropes.
Yeah.
At times.
Yeah.
Silent Hill is
They're
more
both- they're both-
psychological.
There's usually more action in Resident Evil.
There's usually more mist in Silent Hill, right?
Correct.
Sure is.
Yeah. Well, the idea was, I think, in the films that there was it's a haunted town because of I think it was like an underground fire. So a mine caught on fire and all this ash plumed out and all these people died in all these like dark twisted catacombs and stuff. And then that emerged. I haven't seen it. Anyone in the chat knows it's pretty good. Give us a review. But point is that the thing that caught my sort of interest here was the idea that they want to change some elements of it because the films have been through the tropes the games have been through the tropes first, the films have then followed, and they realize they have to change a few things about it. And I was thinking off the back of a couple of the pieces of cool video game-based media we've seen recently, the best parts, in my opinion, have been the bits they've changed. Have been the bits we don't have to play again. And I want to get your guys' opinion on, do you think is actually that a good thing? Steph?
Yes.
Okay.
I have,
Will.
I have a lot of thoughts. I think it's a difficult line to walk, and I think it's a case-by-case basis. But I think whenever you're adapting something from one medium to another, there are always changes that you have to make because it's not going to, the same sort of storytelling arc is not going to suit from a pacing perspective, from like, you know, when you're transposing from a book into film, you're losing a lot of the characters' internal monologue or their perceptions of the things they're seeing, unless you have narration all the way through, which is like boring.
But that's how it's told versus like the what if like the storyline that people like.
But I mean, like often you have to then you change the way you approach that scene or the story, or you'll move that event around, or not even focus on that event because of time or duration or whatever. I think that they have to make those changes in adaptations. I think where video games are concerned, like, gamers have such a breadth of knowledge around the kind of world of something, from being able to explore it as a character. And when you're just watching something passively, you don't have the luxury of being able to have that kind of first-hand exploration. So there's a bit more kind of color that you have to fill in to be able to make it enjoyable for the audience. I also think that when you're on a passive journey, it's different from like doing stuff. So you need to be able to give us more to work with. I think, was it you that said, I can't remember who it was, we're talking about the fact that like Pedro Pascal in The Last of Us, he's like so incredible, and watching him emote is just so wonderful to see. And obviously the Naughty Dog does such a great job with the cutscenes and the performers are so good, but like so often in a video game, you're looking at the back of a character's head. And there's so much that there's so much storytelling you can do in the in-between moments, because you can shoot their faces and have these wonderful interactions as they're walking through that section where it's like, I remember that section. I remember like looting for the gear that I needed to make the bombs, and I remember looking through that cupboards and stuff, and it's like in that scene, we're seeing so much more from so many different perspectives as they're having a conversation. Yeah, I don't know. I think the other example is like Wheel of Time is a big like literary adaptation that I feel like I have not read the books, but people who have read the books hate it.
The TV show.
Yeah, the TV show.
Yeah.
I thought it was okay, but I feel like when people love something, they want to see it recreated moment for moment.
Yeah.
And everything to be exactly the same. And I don't see the point of that.
Yeah, I mean, I understand people wanting to protect the integrity of the stories that they love, but I don't agree that changing parts of a story in an adaptation means that the heart of the thing disappears. I think Peter Jackson and Fran Walsh did an amazing job of adapting Lord of the Rings, and if you put Tom Bombadil in those films, it's a distraction and it makes for a worse film. Tom Bombadil, an amazing character in the books, a fun side adventure, but like what a waste of the half hour it would take to set that up and pay it off. You know, like changing, removing, fast tracking, all these things that you have to do to make it make sense in your own medium, I think are important things to do.
Yeah.
I you know, the closest to home thing that I have at the moment is, you know, they made a Halo TV show and basically
Went off the rails.
They're just like, the games don't really matter. We're not even going to look at them as kind of a source, except that we understand the iconography of it. Master Chief, Cortana, the relationship between some of the central characters, but it really didn't capture any of the things that make that first Halo game interesting. I mean, it is just a military story, so that is inherently like unintimate. Inintimate?
Yeah.
Anti-intimate. Whatever the antithesis of intimate is.
Unintimate, I think. Is
So they made a choice to go really hard and go, let's make this about intimate relationships, character relationships, personal relationships, take his helmet off, have him talking to people, and they failed in doing that. But I think they failed in doing that. I think it was average to shit, episode to episode.
Yeah.
But I don't begrudge them for trying because I also don't think a television adaptation of Halo is particularly interesting if done faithfully. So.
It's sad because they took a bold swing with it and they went exactly what I'm sort of suggesting here.
Yeah.
Like, I think we talked about sort of removing things or fast tracking and truncating things or even coloring things with more detail is one aspect, but changing or even just using as an inspiration and going, cool. And Silent Hill's an interesting one because it is quite abstract. It's open for interpretation. So I think for a filmmaker to go, I'm just going to use some elements, but I'm going to tell a completely, well, hopefully different story versus Halo, same thing going, I'm just going to take these core items and go and tell a new adventure and a new story that you haven't played, that you haven't read in theory, which is the opposite of Last of Us going, we're going to really match this. And by the end of Last of Us, no spoilers, definitely, but we're going to really follow, even though they have said, the show's creators have said, this isn't a one-for-one remake. This is in a different universe, which is hopefully allowing them the ability to start telling new stories with the follow-ups.
It's like the thing I found interesting with Uncharted, which was another one, where it's like, we're also familiar with that story and what those games did. And I think for gamers, I know a lot of people didn't enjoy it, but for us, it was cool to see a different version of it.
Yeah.
But in that case, it's one of those ones where I think the original would have been something more exciting that for people that hadn't ever experienced
over all
it.
of this, you
It's
have
like-
to do it better as
Yeah,
well. You
and
have
yeah.
to tell
So-
a different thing. You have to tell a different Halo story,
different
or
Uncharted.
but you need to tell it better than you've experienced before.
Or at
And
least at the
that's-
same level. And that was just like,
Yeah.
for people that have watched it, it's like, oh, it's cool that this is a little bit different. But for people that have
Totally
never experienced
fun
it.
and pretty well executed, except for
Yeah.
some messy editing and like
Yeah.
jump cutty stuff.
Yeah.
But
And within
But,
that, I think the only other point to mention is adding things on, like in, again, The Last of Us, putting an episode that's self-contained of a story that we didn't get to play through and done fucking well, is when people go, this is really good. And so that's been a really good, like... Yeah.
Uncharted just felt like like that genre of adventure film doesn't really exist anymore, you know, in the same way. Like, I feel like we had a parody of it with that Channing Tatum, Sandra Bullock one.
Yeah.
You know, almost like
Yeah.
it was poking fun at, like, remember when movies used to be like this?
Yeah.
And then it was that.
But this was kind of
And
that.
look, maybe there's a world in...
It felt dated.
Yeah, maybe there's a world in which that could have been, and we're off topic a bit now, but that could have been a bit more of a nostalgic homage done more rustically than it was, because it was a very glossy Sony kind of sexy film that was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
if you want to... Nathan Drake is
That's a
Indiana
good word for
Jones,
it.
so
It's
make
glossy.
it
Sony.
make
Yeah.
it look like make it look like an Indiana Jones film.
Yeah,
make
totally.
it feel grungy,
Yeah,
and,
yeah,
and then maybe
yeah.
it could have. But
Yeah.
yeah, there's a lot of cogs in that machine that have to turn.
Totally.
I think the reason why they didn't make a Halo series for so long is because every time they tried or somebody looked at it or picked up a script and stuff, they were just like, this just doesn't work. I think you're right. Like, I don't know that there is a version of it that would work for television unless... And if it did, I feel like it would appeal to too small an audience.
Yeah.
Because what they were trying to do with the new series is they were like... Because
The cool shit in it-
every like diehard Halo fan I spoke to was like, there's enough Halo fans to like love this. I'm like, there isn't. Like, I know you think there are, but like, in order to pay for that, it needs to capture so many more people than
Can
Halo
I put
fans.
out a controversial?
And they don't give a shit about Master Chief.
I'll end this with potentially a controversial opinion. The best Halo show that exists out there is the first season of The Mandalorian. Different universe, different characters, but you take a character and you just have
Like a
them...
faceless character.
take a faceless character and let them have a slow sort of adventure through a
I feel
universe.
like
full
that's
of-
different.
Yeah.
If we're talking about the helmet thing, I
Oh,
feel
no,
like
just even like a stoic character going on a very solemn adventure versus
Yeah, okay.
you've got everyone and everything happening around them. It's just like, keep it focused, keep it lonely.
the Star Wars universe is so colorful and wacky, and there's so much
Yeah.
like light and shade, and I feel like by comparison, Halo is very stark. I know it has
it's
a lot.
super colourful and
Well, not. I don't mean visually, but I mean like there's a lot of quirky and weirdness and kind of. Do you know what I'm saying?
it's more that it's
Star
more
Wars
that it's
universe.
it's so
and
video
I,
gaming.
there's so much
Yeah.
for him to. There's so
Have you
much
heard a grunt
for
talk
Mando
before?
yeah, it's like
and their heads explode in confetti. Yeah. There's so much to
Yes,
for him to bounce off that he can get
him to
away with
ignore.
just making a nod. But
Yeah.
I don't think there's enough for Master Chief to.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
I think, yeah, but the idea being is they went so all in with it to tell this epic saga, and it was like, I think
lost
this character
the- yeah.
didn't have enough to hang that off, so...
its focus is gunplay, which in sci-fi is like impossible to make work because there's so many barriers to make it work. You can make Band of Brothers work because it's grounded in reality, real weapons, real combat, that kind of stuff.
Yep.
But as soon as you put a dude in a suit with a gun on a spaceship, it takes so much work to make just a frame of it look good that it's so hard to suspend disbelief.
Yeah.
Whereas science fiction plays way better in, like The Expanse and kind of like more kind of thoughtful and science-based stuff. Or being science fantasy with Star Wars.
Yeah.
Yep.
But either way, the film's coming out, I think, late next year is at the moment. But I'm kind of excited for, I think, a Silent Hill horror film. Tie some bits to the game, change some other stuff, make Pyramid Head more ripped if that's what the director's hinting
Plus,
at.
so we've already had one version of the film, 2 versions of the film.
Yeah.
I think they've earned an opportunity to
shake
try
break
something a
away.
little bit
It's
different.
Robin's head.
It's been touted as a reboot. And
cool.
I think there's a new game coming out as well. But either way, looks exciting, looks foggy, and looks sexy if Pyramid Head's in it. Anyway, that's a little bit of backup. We should move on to the things we've been playing instead of the things we've been potentially thinking about watching. And that's a segment we like to call, hey, what have we been playing? What we've all been playing. No question mark.
For as long as we live,
We are
we'll
certain
never
that
get
we've
the
been
name
playing
of
this.
I forget that one until it comes up
segment,
word
right.
for word.
What we've been playing is...
Did I miss the thumbs?
We did miss we didn't talk about the thumbs.
We didn't
You missed
mention
the
the
thumbs.
thumbs. The thumbs were on the screen.
They're always
I
there.
mention the thumbs every week.
Yeah.
What we've been playing is brought to us by BuriBuri. Thank you so much, BuriBuri, for supporting the show. As we do here, we like to have fun.
We do like to have fun.
Will would be the first person to say.
We do like to have fun here. Yeah.
And so with BuriBuri, we like to read a weird legal fact that is
We
probably...
have to read it.
We have to.
We don't like to.
They're probably not
We're legally-
true anymore, but this was on the internet.
They were true at one
and so
point.
we believe it.
Yep.
Old law's a good law.
Here's a good one for you. Here's a very good one for you. In South Carolina, unmarried women
Oh, God.
are not allowed to buy edible panties. And it says panties, which is a gross word.
Yeah.
It is, but it's also like, if it's
But
an old
you can't
law,
describe candy underwear as candy underwear. They have to be called panties.
That just sounds like a brand. That doesn't sound like...
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say the only time to use the word panties is if there's candy involved.
I wouldn't be surprised if that...
They're made out of. If they're made out of. That's the only time they sound.
I wouldn't be surprised if that was still.
I've been playing
law
a
that
game called.
They didn't change because, they haven't just gone through and got rid of all the other ones. But I found out recently that women had to ask permission to use their husband's credit cards because they weren't allowed credit cards of their own up until like 75 or something.
Fuck off.
Yeah, true.
They just forgot to change. Like, it was just...
Can I buy
No,
your credit
that
card
was
so I
just
can
that
buy
was just a
some-
law. But
Yeah,
I'm saying
right,
if that law was as recent as 75,
Yeah,
I can imagine that the edible panties law is probably just kicking around there in a book still.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
They were paying for everything by check back then, though. One pair of edible underwear, please.
Yeah.
Edible
Sorry,
panties.
one pair of edible panties, please. In deep South Carolina.
Panties. I'm going on a hovercraft later upon the Louisiana, not South Carolina. I assume they're right next door.
This is an Easter egg for later in the episode, and I'm not joking.
Yeah, that will come back up.
That will come back to haunt us.
Yes. Gus, kick us off with what you've been playing.
Sure.
Because you've been checking out.
Speaking of Silent Hill,
Yep.
which is kind of like Resident Evil.
Yeah, sure
There's a
is.
demo for Resident Evil 4, the remake that's coming out very soon. There's a demo out for it called the Chainsaw Demo. And I am a big fan of Resi 4. I've even talked about playing it on my GameCube here in this segment a long time ago, and you all weren't interested.
I still am
I'm
not
sure I
interested.
was very
No,
interested.
go back and watch that episode. You're all kind of over it. But that's because I was playing the old, very boring looking one. This one is sexy and shiny.
Wow.
Because there is a full Resi Evil 4 remake coming out, and it is doing what they've done so far with Resi 2 and 3, which is building it from the ground up. It's looking very shiny, very moody, and this is a demo that essentially lets you go from the very beginning of the game that they, I'm hoping, put in cutscene form rather than just a block of text. And
Did you go back and watch that episode?
yeah. I also remember it, Steph. It hurts.
Oh, that was what I was asking. I was
Yeah,
like, do you just
yeah.
remember the trauma of like looking at us being disinterested, or did you go back and watch it and be like,
Steph, I barely got a word in. It's one of those ones. Because it was before Resi 8 came out.
Yeah.
And Resi 8, kind of in the marketing as before it came out, people saw elements of Resi 4 in it, but done in that first-person perspective. It was like, hey, there's a Eastern European village. That's kind of it. The rest of it was very different once we played it, and we were like, oh, this wasn't anything like 4.
Yeah.
But I went back and played 4 on the GameCube, and I was like, I loved the game. I played it to completion, and it is like Skyrim, available on fucking everything, I think, Resi 4. And so the remake's coming out, and yeah, it's a chance to play through it all again, because it is pretty much one for one the same game. You play as Leon. It's a third-person action horror adventure game. Emphasis on the action, because Leon.
But it's not a remaster. It has been fully remade.
Well, it's already been remastered. Now it's being remade.
I got it.
Which is why it looks like this, and not a very brown kind of like pixely or sort of low texture game. And you play as Leon. Leon was the character from Resi 2. He was the police officer. And I think he pops up in 3, maybe.
I think Coastal described him as a hot boy.
He's a hot boy who solves everything.
Is this Leon here?
This is Leon.
Yeah.
Leon has wispy blonde hair and solves every problem with a roundhouse kick.
Cool.
That's how he opens doors. That's how he opens
Nice.
barrels. That's how he kicks old women. And that is what you do a lot of in this, because this lets you play that first chunk of the game, which is Leon finds himself somewhere in a sort of unnamed Eastern European country, because you gotta save the president's daughter.
It looks like he's.
Is it the president's
It looks like
daughter?
he's doing fake slow mo.
Definitely. Over here.
Sorry.
You gotta save the president's daughter.
Of course.
Who's been kidnapped. Baby Eagle. And that's why he's been sent. That's her
Code name?
code name.
Codename.
Right.
Baby Eagle.
Sorry, that's not a real name.
Because the president is the eagle. The eagle has
Papa
landed.
Eagle.
Oh, yeah. Right.
And you make your way into this very creepy looking town, and you soon discover, as you'll see here in just a moment, that the townsfolk are not as they seemed.
Wait, what
And
are
they're
they
also
then?
right there.
Oh my god. The door.
They
Kick him.
In a spin from the T-Virus.
We don't get many fancy city folk like you around these parts.
Steph, they don't talk. They
Okay.
mumble, and they've all
That
been
was pretty
infected. But they all mumble in Eastern European.
Okay.
It's happening again.
And
Can you give us some Eastern European mumbling?
Holy shit, that is spot on, and I'm not joking. They've all been infected with like a parasite in this one. It's less T-virus and more there's like a parasite that they maintain their humanity and they can still walk around and talk, but they will sort of, their heads might occasionally burst open with a big wriggly
This guy's
virus.
very attractive.
Heads might occasionally burst open with a big wriggly.
And at the start of the game, a lot of people have played it because it's been remade 100 times. So every time you want to check out one of those remakes, you just play the first 10 minutes and go, oh,
Yeah,
this.
right. Yeah.
That's exactly what this is.
it.
You get to the
Here it
town
is.
square.
There's the kick.
That was a good
There's
kick.
the kick.
He solves everything with a kick.
You broke the guy's head.
Oh.
Well, a wriggly thing will come out later, Peter. Anyway, we'll scrub a little further forward because I've clearly captured everyone's attention with this. But yeah, the game feels
He's back.
similar, but with just enough of
Jesus.
the kind of like
Ew.
the shooting and everything
No.
is just as awkward. It's all about headshots. It's all about trying to group manage what is more of an action game.
You set it up well,
What did
guys.
you think he was going to open it slowly? That's how he fixes everything.
Funny.
Generally, it's not literal, but it's literally everything.
He literally solves everything with a
He looks like he's having a tantrum every time. He's just like, stupid barrel.
running it.
You suck.
What I liked about this game is that it's not that scary. It is more action focused. You can literally see here you walk through an area and it's daytime or Resident Evil daytime. And a lot of the game didn't faze me. A lot of the game takes place in this kind of murky
get him.
period because you are dealing with ammo management, gear management. It's got the famous gear briefcase
No,
slot
I'd say
thing that everyone
infamous.
loves. It plays great. It looks great. It plays great. It's got me. My appetite is whetted for the full release coming out. If you skip almost to the end of this one, Josh, thank you. You'll see, you're in the town square. There's all the villagers coming in. The one thing it maintains, because it is a 1-for-1 remake, is the incredibly bad writing, which is so wonderful. Because
good.
that's what
You
made
gotta be kidding.
the game so awkward. I didn't kick him. Probably should have kicked him.
There's still time.
There's always time. The writing and the storytelling is so stupid. president's daughter. You go to a castle. There's a midget castle man who's like, welcome, and he's got bloody eyes, and he stands up on the castle edge and taunts you from balconies and runs around. It's very Capcom.
Yeah.
It's very caricatures. You've got a big guy with a chainsaw running around
amazing.
here. Yeah, the game is all
Wow, every time.
So good.
Wow.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's so
He doesn't
good.
do
Double
any
kick
other kind of kick.
No.
He may do.
It's,
it's been a long
Well,
time
if he
since
does,
I've
I
played
don't want to know about it, Gus.
But yeah, it's very schlocky. It's very cool action. But I think here, Josh, can we get full sound potentially, both in the studio and there? Because one of the most wonderful things is at the beginning of the game, you discover that all the townsfolk are all kind of he's going to say the line, are all heading into the church when the bell rings. They're all under some sort of trance. And Leon, who was previously fighting them, doesn't know what's happening anymore. And this is where the title screen comes up. So you think you'd want something cool to happen before that. Or something cool to be said at least, right?
Action hero line.
Yeah,
Yeah, awesome Steam Bennett.
into the church they go. Beautiful looking game, by the way. Everything looks good.
Yeah, it's stunning. Love that
Yeah.
door.
The suspense.
5 minutes into it, I was like, I'm playing the old game again, but it just looks great. What would you ask yourself right now? It's a bit of payoff, Gus.
Please say it. Yeah.
Where's everyone going? Bingo?
Really?
No.
I heard
it.
that
I love it.
15 years ago or whatever, and was like, the fuck? That
It's got a Twin Peaks vibe.
It does. It totally does.
Better pun? Better pun?
Sure, anything than that.
Well, that was a mass exodus.
Beautiful.
Well done.
Yep. Anything's better than where's everyone going? Bingo? I heard that 12 or whatever years ago and was like, are you joking? And I just
Yeah.
loved it. So they're clearly keeping everything in there that's in the original, and I have more to say about it when it comes out and I play the whole thing. But the demo's available now. It does encourage you to play it again and again. It's got a score chaser, and there are some hidden things in there. There is the mad chainsaw mode you can unlock. There is the hidden LPG gun that's in there that if anyone knows what I'm talking about, you can find that too. So people who play this a lot, and I think they're going to get a heap of fun out of it.
Yeah,
Nice.
awesome.
Cool.
Yep.
Oh.
William,
Me?
tell me a little bit about Rock the Investigator.
Absolutely. I am not a big fan of point-and-click adventure games. They kind of skipped over my era of gaming knowledge.
You
And
being 21?
Just a very little boy.
Yeah.
I would say not my fave either, just from
yeah.
a pure attention span perspective.
Yeah, I get frightened by it. And this is one. This is a point.
Sorry, I heard you being a little boy, and Steph goes, and not my favorite either. And I was like, wow.
Oh my god!
Oh, the game.
But this, the kind of setup is that this is you. This is Brock the Investigator, who of course is a gator.
Yeah, love it.
And
He's thick.
I've played 4 hours. I haven't gotten the thing that you're working towards, but you're just solving cases like you do in most LucasArts point-and-click games. You're picking up cases as you go. But the point of difference in this game is when you get frustrated with what's going on and you don't know what to do, you press your Y or your triangle or whatever, and you go into combat mode, and you can and it becomes a beat 'em up game.
That's sick.
Now I couldn't get through the door, so now I just punch the door open because that's the best thing I can
That's
do.
amazing.
Because I saw the trailer of this and thought it was a side-scrolling brawler.
Totally.
That's
So I would say
funny.
it's 80% point and click, but it is there's been, and I don't know if there's optional ways of doing it, but there's been plenty of times where I'm a little bit stuck. I wonder if I can just punch that. And then I punch it, and it works. And
How good.
That's so
fun.
clever.
That feels like me in an Assassin's Creed game when I'm creeping along the wire and then I go down through the window and
Yeah.
out the door and
And then it
around the
goes
corner and then I'm like, nah.
and that's why this is great for me as someone that gets frustrated with point and click games. I do as much as I can. I collect things, I talk to people, and then I can just punch the thing if it doesn't work.
Totally. 'Cause it can get really frustrating.
Yeah, and
when
this
you
helps.
are stuck in a puzzle, and sure, if you go away and come back, you'll probably come back with a different mindset and can approach
Yeah,
the problem from a
Totally.
different perspective.
Or it's that feeling of not
Or
knowing
you
if
just
it's
kick
like
it.
you're going in
Yeah,
the wrong
just going in
direction or
circles
you're
or-
missing an core item that you need or something
Yeah.
like
There's
that.
also a frustration I find in point and clicks of just sometimes wanting to take one-to-one control and do a thing, whereas like point
Yeah.
and click is often like go there, lean down. It's like I can't go over there. And you're
Yeah.
like, oh, just
Yeah.
give it to
Yeah.
me and let me. And in this case, punch it. But like having little bouts of interaction again would be a relief when you're over the point and clickiness of it, and then I mean
a little
when
bit of
you're on
combat. And it's cool. And like I've played 2 or 3 hours of it, and the like structure of how the problems are presented is not the same. As much as I say I punch the thing, I try and solve the thing, and I do think that there is very much a potential that I'm skipping stuff by punching. Like there is
I was about
definitely.
to ask, the punch isn't just some puzzles need to be
Yeah.
fought with violence. Some of them are like if you just don't want to do it, you
can do
use
this
violence.
thing. Yeah.
to win.
Interesting.
Which is cool. So yeah, definitely all the core mechanics of a point and click are present.
Unless it goes all Undertale on your ass and at the end goes, you kicked
you
you
killed
punched
you're a
everything.
murderer.
Yeah.
But
And so like, the basics of it, the writing's very good, the voice acting's awesome.
Yeah, cool.
I will say that this is great, the combat, but occasionally it does also have platforming sections, and that's where it feels like they push themselves a little bit too far, and it feels a little bit clunky. But it is. Yeah, as someone that doesn't love the genre, it's nice to have that kind of that break up to the flow. Josh, if you just skip like halfway through, this is kind of
It looks
the
a bit like
tutorial.
it looks like a bit of a visual mess.
Yeah, I
There's
still
some
haven't.
stuff that's nice, but like the UI looks pretty B. The flames at the bottom of the screen there.
It's
were
a
like,
lot.
was like
Yeah.
added in.
Yeah. Visually, it reminds me of old kids games like Freddy the Fish and stuff like that, where it's
Yeah.
very
Sam.
poppy and
Yep.
yeah,
Is that
totally.
purple car?
The purple car one, all that
game.
kind of that realm.
It is a
there.
very busy screen, isn't it?
But there is
Yeah.
a brawler in it too. I'm like from what we're saying, which you were saying solving puzzles with punching, but there are this kind of stuff too, like Streets of Rage.
full on, yeah. And there's literally on the home screen, there's like an arena mode, and you can just enjoy the
Yeah,
combat
right.
if that's what you've gotten out of it. It's fun. I don't know. I think it's about 15 hours, which is quite beefy.
Oh, that's long.
Yeah.
Maybe you can punch your way through it in
You
like
just
3.
constantly. Yeah. Maybe I'll try. I'll come back to you and see how quick it is. But it's a really cool experience, at least to like experience just the uniqueness of the setup. Again, it's like the platforming timeline game.
The one you had last week, editing.
Yeah,
Action Man.
it's cool to see something a game switch it up a little
Yeah.
bit. So definitely
Does
worth
it deliver on its pun-based title? Because it clearly sounds like a game that someone had the title first and then built the rest of the game around it.
It is sad that LucasArts like nailed everything about those kinds of games.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't do much. It's very much like that could be a man. Like it's not. The world isn't formed around the characters. It's just like, it's funnier if it's not a dude and just.
Yeah.
Sure, yeah.
So yeah, I just want to go to bed.
That's just Brian, the investigator. It's not very fun.
Yeah. But yeah, no,
Brian is over it.
Brian punches door.
that's Brock the investigator.
Story
Yeah.
driving you at all, or is it just a bit? You're not connected to it.
Is there like an overarching story that you've?
Not so far. So far, it's doing the point and click thing of just giving me so
Just
much that I
doing
don't
little-
know
Yeah,
what
okay.
Yeah,
the
okay.
through line is. But
Interesting.
But there's like I've enjoyed the threads that I've picked up as it's going. But as someone that isn't well in this, I know I'm going to get tired.
Yeah.
And so I don't know if I want to invest myself too much further.
Also, how charming or like interesting is the main character? Because a lot of these games or a lot of those point and clicks like hang off the fact that the protagonist and other characters, but mainly the protagonist, is incredibly endearing in the way that Guybrush Street would, Sam and Max's, Indy, all that stuff. Like this character looks like, I don't mean to be ratting on it, like kind of looks like a first draft.
Yeah.
Like is he a
Visually,
terrible detective, or is he like incredibly insecure, or he always actually breaks things? Like
Well, the setup is he has and I don't think it's his kid. He's got his partner's kid. His partner's died, so he's kind of like an awkward dad.
Oh.
He feels a little bit John
That's
Goodman as
Okay,
well in
cool.
the way
Cool.
his performance.
Yeah.
So he's really
yeah.
fun. Definitely visually, it's not that much.
No,
interesting
but
of a
the
character,
writing you
but
said
the
is good.
writing's
So if
totally,
there's something,
Yeah,
if there's
great.
layers to him rather
Yeah.
than just like I'm Big B for Croc Man.
Yeah, totally.
Is he? And he kind of looks Australian with the Akubra and the necklace. But
yeah, no, there's no accents. But it's-
He's a gator. He's got to be American.
He's got to be American.
Otherwise, he'd be
Isn't he a
investor
croc?
dial.
He's
a-
Brock the Croc.
Brock the Investigator.
Gator.
Gator. Which, it's fair. It's
on
fair.
the screen.
It's fair.
Yeah.
You would
It
think
could
the Brock
be.
would
It could be.
He looks more
what's
like a croc than a gator.
What's a?
Alligators have
Hang on.
Broader noses?
thinner noses.
No, they
Okay.
don't. It's the
It's true, they're
opposite.
smaller, and he looks pretty beefy.
He looks baby.
Is beef a crop?
But
Yeah.
alligators have broader heads. That is a fact.
Do they?
Yes. Fucking hell. Why am I the only expert on prehistoric creatures?
I thought they were little.
That is a gator.
That's a
Crocodile.
Chat. His first name is Brocodile. That would.
Crocodile the gator.
Yeah, that's fun. I like that.
Covering both bases. Well
Yeah,
done.
totally.
It's a mixed art style and a mixed protagonist.
Well, we're getting confused by this, so let's move on.
Yeah, let's move on.
I played
Played.
a sweet little game called Figment 2 Creed Valley. And it's set inside a human mind, and you play the mind's courage as you go through and kind of like sort out the nightmares and the memories to try and bring peace to this mind.
Wow.
Okay. So that's courage.
That is Courage. You play as Courage.
Cool.
It is a action puzzle game featuring a bear and a bird. So it's perfect. He's not really a bear, but he's kind of bearish. And it is okay as a kind of action game. It's pretty decent as a simple puzzle game, and it is brilliant in its presentation.
Yeah.
All the characters have like fun dialogue. These two have great quippy chemistry. Courage is all about hitting things with the sword, and your bird friend is constantly like, hey, maybe be more open-minded, approach things with a different kind of perspective.
Nice.
Is the
and-
bird
they balance each
rationale, or
other.
is it just bird?
I'm sure it's something.
Jiminy.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Guilt.
yeah.
Guilty bird.
But the way that you kind of make your way through the levels changes very, very dramatically and very quickly, because it's kind of like entering different parts of this person's psyche. So
Okay.
Cool.
just because you learn something in one level doesn't mean the next level it's going to be the same, dressed the same, or even objectively kind of the same stuff. So it's been interesting in that perspective. I'm about a third of the way through and have had some really interesting puzzles, some really good dialogue. And the best thing about it is that all of the writing is really solid, but all of the baddies like sing at you. So it's all written in like rhyming couplets and like clever songs. And this hog here is kind of like has like a rock kind of melody and chases you down and charges around the map.
Voice acted?
Funny.
Like it's
all voice acted.
Yeah, okay, cool.
All voice acted. So
Oh.
yeah, you know, you're in this fantasy world at the start, and this is right at the start of the game, and you realize that you're inside the head of Dad, who is doing a bad job of being a father and a husband in the pursuit of doing what he thinks is right for the family, which is like investing all his time in
the Fablemans.
trying to get a house. Yeah, that kind of It's like he's not a bad guy, but he's not with his family right now, and they're like, why aren't you here? And he's like, I'm trying to put down a down payment on a property. And she's like, well, why am I not involved in that conversation?
Yeah.
And your daughter needs to go to bed. Why aren't you at home? And he's like, I'm just trying to do what's right. And then you go back into the brain. And it's
Go
like,
back to my bird brain.
Sick.
I haven't played the first. This is a sequel.
That's such
the
like
first is
that's
really
such a heavy framework for
Yeah.
this like cute little adventure game.
totally, but it's actually really nice to have that perspective once you go back into this, which is like, you know, feels a little bit Monument Valley in its design, that kind of isometric puzzle solving. Like you're trying to get an understanding of like, it's not always clear what's higher or lower than the things around you and stuff. So you're kind of wrapping your head around that as well. And it's kind of whimsical and stuff. So the fact that there's
Escher-esque, some might call it.
no, it's not particularly Escher-esque. Like it's all logically connected.
I might call it that.
It's all logically
Say
connected.
Escher-esque though.
Escher-esque.
Nice to say.
That was a hard shutdown.
That's PW.
The stairways go where the stairways are going.
It's not all about stairs.
That's all
other
Escher is
stuff.
to me.
I would say most Escher stuff is about stairs.
Oh. You're forgetting the ramps. What the fuck was I talking about? So there's kind of like a whimsy to this, and having it kind of grounded in a bit more of a serious story is like
Recontextualizes this stuff.
yeah, the way that these characters interact with each other, and you being like all gung ho with your bird companion going like, maybe you should be open-minded. It's actually not you. These are parts of the same brain arguing with each other,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, yeah.
So this is all just internal conflict within this person's brain, and you're playing out the part that drives the story forward, which is being aggressive.
The art and I think the color palette in particular is excellent.
Escher-esque.
Yeah, it's like everything is like slightly like they've gone. It's not pastel. It's not primary. It's almost like jewel kind of tones, but like a little
Like
bit.
it.
Oh yeah, she gets
Yeah.
I don't
one.
know, it's earthy,
cool.
maybe
It,
earthy.
it gives you like Rayman Legends vibes.
Oh,
a
yeah.
little bit of
Yeah.
That's cool.
Spot on, Will.
Eschery,
Steph,
yeah.
nailed it. Can I say that I love the idea that, as you said, it's these things that you're doing are driving the outside narrative forward, but I can't shake the idea that every time Dad goes into this mind palace, he's just there. It's like, Gary, do your job or you're going to get fined. He's like,
Dad, what's wrong with you, Dad?
Drooling
drilling.
pentatonic.
And he's like,
Mom, he's doing it again.
courage, man.
Hit the stone with sword. So like the puzzles are decent. They're decent enough. The early ones are pretty basic, but they start to become more interesting and never hard, but you have to think about them. The character stuff stays interesting. It's just really, really beautifully presented.
Just the one character's head, like just Dad's head, or is it?
So far.
Yeah, okay, right.
And I believe I'll say
Psychonaut like could have sort of.
I don't think we're going to dive. I think these are figments of that character's
One
imagination, so it
fair
makes
enough.
sense to stay here.
Yeah, cool.
The first game was released a few years ago now, and was really well received. And this one I think has had some early access or something, and because there's been a lot of buzz around
Already,
it
yeah.
for like quite a sleeper indie hit. But this has been really critically well received as well. It came out this week, so
Cool.
Title's a bit like obviously it's a hangover from the first one. I
yeah,
guess
it's a bit of a nothing. I don't even understand really the relevance of what Creed Valley
Creed Valley.
is.
Yeah.
But
Keep playing. Maybe find out.
maybe I'll find out. Yeah, that's Figment 2.
Very good.
Nice.
Stephanie.
Yay! I'm going to talk about Destiny one more time.
Just one more.
Just
Go
one
for
more
it.
time.
Just one
Because
more
I did the raid. And it was the first time I did the raid in contest mode. Because they've extended contest mode. So for the uninitiated, when they release a
me.
new Destiny 2 campaign, they always release a raid. A raid is a 6-man activity, usually 4 encounters. And each encounter has a sort of a puzzle that needs to be solved by everyone in the team, usually taking on specific roles and timing, and then also trying to stay alive at the same time.
Yep.
So each encounter it usually introduces a part of a mechanic in the first encounter, and then the second encounter it'll expand on that, so that by the end you're kind of like trying to use everything that you've learned at once while fighting a big boss.
Cool.
Contest mode, they limit your power level and set you,
Jesus
I think, like
Christ.
30 levels
And
below.
we're raiding.
Yeah, oh, they're... Yeah, nice. We're dancing. They set you 30 levels below so that you're basically like force under-leveled, so that it's a lot harder. So I've never done it because usually it happens, everyone's trying to solve the puzzles and learn them the first time while dealing with contest mode, and so it takes people many, many hours to complete it, and I just don't think I have the stamina.
And contest mode goes away when.
Correct, yeah.
24 hours.
Sorry, yeah, gotcha.
It
So-
is, as of this one, 48 hours.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, wow.
Go ahead.
Getting to that. So I've never really...
You lied then. You lied for dramatic
For the
effect.
bit, yes.
No, I'm saying that typically
Yeah, yeah.
it's 24
It used
hours.
to be, yeah.
It used to be 24 hours.
Yep.
And because people are trying to complete it within that
These
time.
stairs are very. You keep
Yeah,
going.
Rayman
Let's
Legends.
keep
there
going.
literally is an Escher sequence in this.
Oh,
Yeah.
you son of a bitch.
You were so close.
I said it in the raid. I was like, wow, this reminds me of Escher. And everyone was like, yeah, great one, Steph.
Timing Gus.
But I think the general feeling was, well, no, I think last year, due to some connection issues, maybe they extended it to allow people extra time. And I think everyone really appreciated the extra time to be able to make an attempt in contest mode. So they've now made it 48 hours, which is really nice because it means that, people have more time and they're not, killing themselves to try and get it done. And also people like me can then run it on the second day with people who've already done it and experience contest mode without having to experience solving the journey, the hardcore learning of it, which I just don't think I have the attention for. And it was really, really fun. It's a beautiful raid. Like the locations are always stunning, but it's like it has all of the greatest hits of Destiny, locations in terms of huge expanses. Like it has we were saying it kind of is reminiscent of like Annihilation, that kind of like weird alien growth kind of like sprouting out of stuff. Really, really cool. In terms of the mechanics,
is it all strand based?
No.
Oh.
No, but it's kind of like it's sort of joining dot mechanics and linking things. I think the general discourse after the raid was that people felt like either contest mode wasn't hard enough or the mechanics weren't hard enough, but it still took people a really long time to complete day one, because I think where they tried to force their attention was in speed and time.
Sure.
So it's not necessarily that the mechanics are specifically hard or that contest mode was super, super intense, but you had to achieve all of these things in a really, really short space of time. You had really strict timers on each one of the sort of mechanics and linking dots, and everyone had to be positioned correctly and stuff like that. And I found that really fun, because not only were you having to, I guess, perform certain tasks as a team, but like it felt like nothing dragged. You know what I mean? Because it felt like it was the general encounters were so pacey. Yeah, it just felt like it was a fast-paced, moving thing that was exciting, and I never felt like that exhaustion of like, okay, like let's try it again. Like,
it's got to be a fine line between difficulty and accessibility of getting through it. But Dazzle's in the chat saying, I heard it's very easy compared to other raids, which is totally subjective.
Yeah.
But you finding it smoother, and you've done this as well.
Yeah, I think it is way easier than like this.
Than VOW, at least.
Yeah, well, you've got that
way easier than VOW. I think easier than even because I had never played the original the versions of VOG and Kingsfall.
Yeah.
They were harder because they required, like, there were more damage checks.
Yeah.
The damage phases in this raid are way more achievable. Yeah. You don't need to have the best drop of the best gun in order, and everyone on the squad doesn't need to have that gun to win.
Yeah.
You can have on our day one with Avexi was doing crazy damage.
Yeah.
Like he carried everyone through it.
Yeah.
And he's the most hardcore Destiny player that was on our team.
Yeah.
But if everyone was doing what he was doing, it would have been like one phase boss fights. Like it would have been, and that is why I think the people that did World's First, and World's First is way faster in this than the last few raids.
Sure, yeah.
It was finished way quicker. And you're right, it's about like, because most of the encounters are about moving quickly.
Yeah.
And in any Destiny thing, kind of, a run where you do it properly is very quick, because you just finish it quickly, because it's easier to finish quickly because you've conserved your ammo.
And everyone knows what they're doing.
Everyone knows what they're doing.
Yeah. Yep.
There's less chance of you to die for you to die if you do it quickly.
Yeah.
But this is all built around that. So you kind of just do it quickly
third
to win.
Encounter, I think, was when you guys were doing day one, took you guys the longest. And I think having the benefit of being able to do it with everyone knowing what they were doing, it was my favorite. It was awesome.
Yeah, I think it's the best encounter in the raid as well.
It was sick.
Yeah, I just think it's interesting.
I'm glad I didn't have to
between
figure it out. I just got to coast through and be like, "Oh, this is nice. The planet aligning. Yeah, nice."
I genuinely don't mean this as a rip into it. It's like, but clearly, giving it 48 hours, making it speed and from what I'm hearing, a bit easier. And then also, Bungie have said like they want this to be an entry point or Lightfall to be a chance for people to come into Destiny, or if they haven't really found its hooks in yet. So I wonder if that has some part in all of this, which is totally fine. Like, it shouldn't be like these should just get harder and harder and harder until they're impossible.
Totally, yeah.
Like, they're meant to be.
I just think they should make contest mode an option continually.
Yeah, me too.
Because you're so right. And I think, like, when you look at the percentage stats of people that play Destiny versus people that do any raid content, it's like crazy small people that actually participate in raids. And it's so the funnest thing about the game. Like, it is... I'd never done raids in MMOs or anything like that before. They always seemed so unachievable.
We did the
and, like,
COD
high
one because you were
tier.
like, I like raids now.
Yeah,
and
it's like
we played
it
a
is
COD
like,
raid.
Yeah, it's like the peak of like cooperative gaming of just, and
Yeah.
it's so satisfying when you all kind of like just lock into place and are on the same wavelength and achieve it together. And
Yeah.
it's this like. It's like a
Asymmetrical
high-stakes,
co-op,
terrifying escape room.
multiplayer is and you do it with your haunted games a lot. It's like
Yeah.
having non-focused objectives that everyone gets to do their own thing. GTA Heist, all that stuff. It's like it's where games can shine and do their best work.
Yeah.
So
But I think you're so right that like no, you're right. I was just like a lot of the guys that we play with who are really, really like frothing over Destiny were disappointed by how easy this was for them to accomplish.
Yeah.
Right.
But that doesn't stop like all the other ones from existing. I can't remember like the hardest one.
The other raids, yeah.
Yeah.
and it's totally it's about light and shade
And
and,
then it
balance
vaulted,
and
so-
stuff, right? Like
Yeah,
I think
well,
so they're literally still existing.
Totally, you can go and do it. And if this is baby's first raid,
My
This is-
name is Gus. Thank you very much.
little baby Gus's first raid, then that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Because it's new and it looks great and you get a taste for it and then you go, oh, that was interesting solving a puzzle as well as doing damage. What are the other ones? And then you go and check out, Vow of the Disciple and go, oh, wow, okay, it gets deeper.
Yeah. And I love that Vow exists because it is it's such an interesting mechanic to force you to learn like an entire alphabet of symbols to
Yeah.
be able to
Yeah.
like to be able to communicate with anyone. But it's also just like it's not an accessible raid. It's not particularly fun. I don't think I don't enjoy doing Vow mechanically. I think DSC is probably my
I love how you explained what a raid is at the top because you're like, I'll make this approachable. And there's Vow and there's everything in between. I'm like, and about. And Jay was in there being like, it's
DSC is
overwhelming,
all,
which it is.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
it's
yeah.
even self-proclaimed someone who's like, I get overwhelmed by this stuff. You roll into it pretty quickly when you're playing with people who know
yeah,
what.
and I think the point is with any live service game like this, the hardest thing that they will always be facing and trying to balance is that they need to be able to provide content for the people who pay for it, which are the hardcore players who are just, grinding every day for every gun and want to break the game and do everything and just live in it, but still make it accessible enough for people who are just like, oh, I might check out Destiny and have it not be like a big wall. And it's so hard. And so I think the struggle for a lot of people is so much in that difficulty, and I think they need to just provide a broader range of options. Is it, what we're talking about with accessibility in Dark Souls and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Like you want to be able to make Dark Souls something that maybe people who don't have that skill level can still experience the game in some form, but not take away from the people who love
The
it
experience for
the
the-
experience
And
of
I know it sounds superficial, but Destiny is one of those games that has evolved to a point that a lot of games that are complex, MMOs, things like that, they evolve to a point that when you do look at them at their advanced stages, you go, there's too much for me to get my head around. I don't want to enter this. Whereas Destiny is such a beautiful looking game, is such an intensely well-designed game that it's now find itself in a position where it's been out for so long or it's been existing for so long that it does still clearly, I'm watching this and I want to play this right now. It has a draw. And so they've kind of painted themselves into a neon corner of like, we've made a really complex game. Well, no, not really. But we've made a complex game with intricate mechanics and we want to bring people in all the time. We don't want to be like, you got to learn this. We want to be, Bungie wants people to join this universe, but they now need to keep those complexities and make it approachable, which is a really hard thing to do. I'm glad I'm not in that position.
And I feel like so often I say to people the barrier for new players is so high in terms of just figuring out how the game works, but I still maintain it as one of the most accessible shooters I ever played.
Yeah.
And so that should be like, an attractive point for so many people who are like, I don't know where to start. But then I'm like, honestly, I was like, this is the game that made me so confident with shooters. Like I love playing it. It's really forgiving and it makes you feel cool.
It's gratifying.
And they're like, oh, maybe
too.
I should check it out. And I'm like, okay, but let me talk you through the menu system real quick.
I want to shoot a Cabal and you're like, back to that menu.
You launched it up today and you're like, do I hit director or journey?
I literally said to Pete, I'm like, I want to get some footage. And it said, open the director or something journey.
My
And I was like,
journey.
neither of these make sense to me. And I just stalled at a menu.
In saying that, I feel like any MMO is like that. Like
Totally.
I'm still trying to figure out Final Fantasy.
Inventory map
They're
screen.
the
God,
Mm.
the
That
men-
I can
the men-
understand.
They can't figure out a way to when you've got that much content, it's just like 20 layers of menus all the time.
Totally.
Anyway,
Well-
it's fun. I'm going to do it again.
That is everything we've been playing.
I played one other thing. We don't have any footage for it, but last night I jumped into Coastal's stream, who was playing in Mario Kart Night, and I joined in there for a couple of races. Thank you so much. I know they're in the chat. There was like Antonio, Blob, everyone was in there having the most joyful time, and I was like, I want to join. So I got in for a couple of races. We checked out some of the new tracks that are still being added, and it was a joy.
Did I see Antonio number 1?
Oh man, smashing it. It's Antonio the second, but I'm pretty sure Antonio was
Talk
just
about
like
how I
was the
obliterated
first.
everyone.
Talk about it. There you go.
totally did. And I think it was either Blob or Antonio who I beat on one track by just dropping in front of them and ruining their record because they all tried to play a race without talking. And it was like, you could hear, it was palpable. It was palpable.
The
But
fury.
yeah, if you're not already following, go over there as well because those were fun. I want to do more. That was cool.
Yeah.
So
Nice.
we've played Mario Kart.
Oh yeah. Mario Kart 8 still.
Yep.
Yeah.
But also it is Resident Evil 4 Remake Chainsaw Demo, Brock the Investigator, Figment 2 Creed Valley, and Destiny 2 Root of Nightmares Raid. A lot of fun stuff. But there's more fun stuff coming up after this short break.
Right, I have 2 design pieces to finish off, so much other work to do, no distractions. I need to get this done. Maybe just one game. Right, he's to the left, he's to the left. Come on, help me! Come on!
There's a way of life which grants the grace of eternal divinity, where the waning light of the celestial body pulls through the broad canopy of a silver-winged tree to bring the peace of 1,000 sleeping cabal pups, in which the embrace of a mother Kale and her tenderfoot daughter evokes the ageless whisper of a love deeply known but often unseen. The silent and vigilant persevere for the good of the many, shunned by the arc wielders and the fusion tossers, but closer now to truth than e'er before. Through the thankless act of generating heavy by the power of Aeon's grasp, those chosen may find salvation. And through it all, an everlasting ray. Join your local evangelists of the One Ray Commune today, and bask in the All-Father's rays for evermore. EvaRae.
What VR looks like without the game.
Meanwhile, you're underwater. Is that
I don't think this helps.
Grasp the
I
face.
saw the wolf claws. You can see him up there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Gran Turismo 7 is a PlayStation exclusive, and it's getting PSVR 2 support.
I'm fine.
It's not you. I want it to be that one.
What if it's you? The dark is so f***ing dark. Let's go, Ethan
Hello?
Winters. Infinite sticks! Infinite sticks!
Oh wow.
Yes! Stab him! What about throwing knife? Hurry up! Infinite knives! Don't I have a gun? I have a gun! Yeah. You!
Left cheek! Left cheek! Left cheek! Left cheek!
It's so good. We had wonderful words from our sponsors there from Coastal City and VegaBus and a new ad for
Yes.
EvaRae.
Yes.
Kentucky.
Kentucky.
Yeah. We've been rocking
I do
the
declare.
southern accents tonight.
Southern accent, yeah. We tried it in a regular voice, and then we were like, "This isn't working."
We were like, Catholics Come Home was the
inspirational ad. And we went a little further south.
We went south.
And so, yeah.
Am I right in understanding Loki Cat has just secured everlastingray.org?
I would not be surprised.
Well done, Loki Cat. Amazing.
But there's a few audio takes of us, of Pete, helping me coach into that voice, because if I let it slide,
Oh yeah,
went a little bit Frank Underwood. I went for like a deep Southern lawyer who I think you'll find my client has.
yeah.
But then it would roll off and we'd have to start again. I'd go like Kentucky. In contempt. I think you'll find.
Most actors have like a word, like a trigger word that helps them get back into it. Yeah. And watching Claire Foy in the crowd in the Crown was saying that the Queen pronounces it one. And as a Brit, she says one. One. So she would be like, every time I lost it, I'd go one. And then get back in.
Kentucky.
Yeah.
Thank you, EvaRae, for your continued support. It was a joy to make.
EvaRae I saw at about 7:02, and because we started the show at about 7:04, launched into Destiny. I sent EvaRae a message saying, "Back pocket's on." No response.
I see.
Good.
Fuck that guy.
Priorities.
Yeah.
But we did just spend the last 30 minutes talking about it, so I understand.
Yeah.
We also have a little spruik for our socials as well. And I know we always say it, but please just follow us on social media. Really helps us, helps the algorithm, like promote it to other people.
Absolutely.
Add a bit of spice, throw a little comment in there, review it,
Yeah.
say what you liked, what you didn't, just what you liked.
And there's so many.
Put it in the comments.
There's so many people who are like grew up watching Spawn Point who have no idea we're out here still doing stuff, and then some video will pop up with Goose on it. They'll be like, "A goose?" And be like, "Yeah, he's over here in Back Pocket doing stuff."
That's Southern Belle.
That's Southern Belle. I don't know if this is rumor. I heard that if you copy the link from like a reel or a story or something, the algorithm is like, "Oh, you've copied it to share to someone else. We're going to keep promoting it more."
Yeah, on TikTok.
So even if you don't want to share it to someone,
yeah.
if you just hit copy link,
copy it.
does that I don't know if it's true. Could be fake.
So like not creepy, but just sounds so like calculated that I'm sure it does work. Oh, I'm sure that's what they are doing.
Can someone in chat, one of you code nerds, write a Chrome extension that...
Surely it only works once.
Oh, and you need to install it on everyone's phones as well. But an extension that whenever
Nicrobot.
anyone
Nicrobot.
visits a Back Pocket social page, it automatically copies the URL. Like puts it on the clipboard. If you wouldn't mind.
That would be great.
Yeah.
All right, now it's time for Back and Jack.
Yes.
Oh my god. That's me. I did that face.
Love Jack.
Gosh, he flosses so well.
He's very good. And it's weird it's not a loop. It looks like there's a stutter and he goes again. It's just the perfect continuation.
And also just what a scene, that Jack Nicholson scene, that bar scene. Go watch it again.
Escher-esque.
There's some stairs.
That doesn't make it Escher.
In that movie, there's stairs. He takes the lift. Probably shouldn't have.
It's not about the stairs.
Hey, this segment is sponsored by MiddleCee. And not Jack Black at all.
No.
So thank you so much, MiddleCee. We love you. See? And every time we have a segment that's sponsored by MiddleCee, we like to read out some lyrics from the middle of a song sung in the key of C.
Yeah.
And I have chosen a song today. I will read the lyrics out for you, and the first one to get it gets a high five from me.
Hey.
Okay, are you ready?
Yep.
Are you Googling?
No,
I'm not Googling.
We're getting ready for
I'm getting
Black
ready.
and Jack.
I'm jackboxing.
Okay.
Apologies. I'm listening.
You
Hit me.
know, I'll never be lonely. You're my only one. And I love the things.
Oh, I have it.
I really love the things
Stop.
that you do.
Stop, I've
Keep
got it.
going. You know, you either say it or she keeps going.
I can't read the next
You're my
line. so I'll
best
give it away.
friend.
Yes.
It's Queen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very good.
Oh,
Every
you're
week.
my best friend. Oh, is the next line.
Yeah.
High five.
Very sweet.
In married
Yeah.
couple. Weird.
The NBNs.
In the end.
so funny. That's so funny. It's never gonna leave.
Yeah.
we gotta get around that because we're playing Jackbox.
Fibbage.
But we're gonna play Fibbage?
Starting with Fibbage.
We're starting with Fibbage.
Okay.
And we'll see where the night takes us.
Yeah. Is there? Oh, it was.
Josh has given us-
What is the NBNs?
Well, that's what we're gonna do.
It's in the live chat. I was doing that.
Oh, that's what you were doing.
Yeah, I'm gonna be the. Oh no! Someone took the goose-headed tortoise.
I'm not even in yet. There was a Slack code. Yep, thank you. So you guys can play this.
No, that is you, Pete.
Sorry?
I'll at home.
I think that is you. The
Hey,
tortoise.
go
Oh,
me.
look at these little icons.
There it is.
very
Room
sweet.
code.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, so
I think I can show it now.
it
Actually,
stays
You can
there.
hide
It doesn't
again.
actually go away. Yeah.
And
let's
then-
Have I
see
selected
if this
you?
is
Yeah.
working.
Yeah.
In classic.
And you getting in, Josh?
He's put it up.
Yes,
Oh,
yeah,
no,
I'm in.
Oh, nice. The popcorn.
And in classic
I didn't do that. That's Jackbox.
box fashion.
That's a game.
We must have turned.
There's a toggle
everything,
for
yeah.
like hiding it. Yeah.
Can I say the
I
code?
love my little guy.
You can say the code. You can come up with a
No, it's not come up. You just try it. Ready? The code is
a little bat toad.
uncum.
Oh wow.
Uncum. The code
A
is
horned
Uncum.
bat toad.
If you'd like to join, there are 3 slots there. The code is Uncum.
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 Uncum. We're not going to put it up
You
yet.
should do them all.
All syntax is in.
full.
Hugaholics in. Nicrotex is in.
Am I in? Yeah.
You should do all room codes in a southern voice.
And we're all in. Of course, if you use the
Uncum.
code UNKM, you can still come in for the observer mode, I believe, or the
Oh yeah,
voting
it's like
one.
audience
Yeah.
vote stuff.
Audience
Yeah.
vote. That's
If you,
what
you
it is.
can you can reveal the room code now if you hit up on the keyboard, or maybe if you you've knocked that out. I think.
I didn't knock
There
it
it
out.
is.
Yeah, it's on.
What's Fibbage
there.
again?
Yeah, cool.
Oh, cool. What's Fibbage?
Is it Balderdash?
It's
Kind of.
Yeah, there's a fact with a missing word, and you've got to kind of complete it. It's
Have
always
I
a
got
fact.
have
yeah.
I got a start button? Waiting for Josh to start the game. Yeah, cool.
Oh
like-
yeah,
yeah.
It might be the
yeah.
PC.
You want to start now?
Yeah, let's do it.
Can you make me the leader so I can do it with the controller, or is that?
It's
no.
whoever started the
I
thing,
think it might have
so-
been whoever joined first, so that might be
Oh,
my
okay,
bad.
cool.
We'll just
No
do the next
dramas.
one.
Yeah, cool.
Okay, let's go.
Alrighty.
Alrighty.
I've forgotten like Steph how to play this, but
I think it's like Balderdash. Are you playing, Josh?
He is.
Yes.
you better believe it.
Hi, I'm Cookie Masterson, and where the hell did all these bats come from?
Good bit.
A full house, I see. Hope you're ready to go all in.
It beats the. Oh hi, I didn't see you there.
Yeah,
hate it. You hate it.
I liked it. I liked it.
Audience members are
I liked it
making
too.
points by fooling the players. Let's do this.
Jesus.
I just read
uncome.
chat. I'm sure you can't uncome.
I love
Okay.
how that there are multiple people that got on that joke.
Yeah.
We do know that this has a lot of
for finding the truth.
cum-related humor.
Yeah, it sure does.
Our
Yeah.
show. I thought
This
you meant
playing-
Fibbage.
Any Jackbox game.
Or
Does it?
We tend to go there.
Oh, we make it.
Jackbox does not have a lot of cum-related humor.
Well,
we do
it
that.
could be
Steph.
alluding to
We
it.
add it.
It could be talking about like
Sense and sensibilities. You know what smells.
2005 study by the Smell and Taste Treatment Research Foundation found that the #1 odor that
dear.
enhanced female
God.
arousal was
Well.
a combination of blank and blank.
We're already there,
Write a
folks.
lie on your device that the other players might think is true. If
I'm
you
still
just
waiting.
can't
Oh, we're
come
still
up with
waiting.
anything,
Good.
use the lie for me button.
What did you
to
look
get
at
a
my phone for, you
suggestion
cheater?
half
To see
the
if you had a thing.
Okay,
Fuck.
We haven't even
now.
started yet. Relax.
Hang on, what? We do want it to be a lie. Okay.
You want it to be convincing.
Yeah. that's-
Oh, I've got funny ones.
Yeah.
You can still do that.
I'm gonna do it anyway. Mine's funny.
And a lie. Classic me. Fucking hell.
Funny.
Funny and a lie.
Let's, like everyone at home, let's try and keep this
Don't say it, because then
clean.
you've unlocked it.
Cleanish.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
No. Only takes one cum.
Yeah, it does. And then the cum gates are open.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mine didn't entirely make sense, but I think it was worth it.
It only takes one cum. Tell me one you think is true on your device.
Fresh cut grass and lies. Good and plenty. Sure asking fake. Sandals and wood.
Josh, feel free to throw the full screen if we want to.
I think we're not missing
What's
anything
good
here.
with
We're not
Plenty?
missing anything, yeah.
Oh, we're not.
We're good.
I'll make sure we're
What's
not
good
missing
in plenty?
anything.
Is it beer?
No.
No.
I don't know what it is. But I
Yeah.
think it's like a.
It sounds familiar.
Yeah.
We're trying to pick the one that isn't That is real?
It's a candy. It's like a lolly, American lolly.
Yeah, right.
That's
Oh,
Like
so that might
licorice
be it then.
candy.
I mean, none of these sound right.
Plenty and
None of these sound right. They're all lies. They're all wrong.
they're all wrong.
Like lemonade and ham is probably the closest.
That's what I
There it
chose.
is.
Why?
Because it seemed the funniest.
It's the audience's lie. What about the audience? Sandals and wood.
I picked that.
Fair.
What?
That was my.
Yeah,
It was a play on
nice.
sandalwood.
Sandalwood.
It's
Clearly not. It's clearly good. I went for roses and cheese. Well done,
Oh,
Nicrotex.
Nick.
Well done.
They were the only real things. Fig is incorrectly spelled.
I mean, that's how Americans spell it.
Maybe.
Yeah.
No,
Potentially.
it's not though, because it's wrong. Because there's all syntax errors lie.
Oh, okay.
I like this one.
Oh baby!
Yeah, that was a good one,
Do
Beta.
you know what that's worth?
That was very good.
So
About
no one
1,100
liked-
points.
Oh my god, is it going to be lemonade?
It's gonna be this because it was American.
Yeah.
Oh, good and
It
plenty.
was some American lolly. We just missed out on getting the truth from Josh.
Is it a hard candy?
Stop it.
No worries, Lord Phoenix.
That's unfair because
Oh, they deliberately add spelling mistakes.
Category.
No, they don't. That was just his syntax did a spelling mistake. It is now saying that it was
That'd be
deliberate.
funny. That'd be funny if they did, though.
Very good.
it's so cheeky that it's got an and within the end.
An and, yeah.
That's
I
not
thought it was
fair.
a complete
Yeah.
Getting
mucker.
this one.
Yeah.
All right.
What did you say?
Oh, I missed it.
Creams and
I
lathers.
guess it. Yeah.
Creams and lathers.
It's good.
Ah, here's a good one.
Mine was
Funny
Escher-esque
otherwise.
and feet.
Park board keeps having to replace the sign marking the awesomely named blank park. Okay, enter those lies.
Awesomely named.
Look, I'm not going to win, but I'm going to have a good time listening.
That's the aim of Jackbox. Yeah. As long as you have fun.
Yeah.
What are you writing?
My answer? I'm not going to fall for that again.
Curse you.
It's just like,
What?
I want to be funnier. And it's like,
yeah.
lying successfully.
I would love for you to be funnier. I think this show.
And I like to.
I think this show would benefit from it.
My successful lies only happen like when I'm not
Now,
prepared
which
for them.
one's
If I have to
true?
plan one,
Yeah.
I can't lie well on.
Park.
Wank Park. There it is.
Blank Park. All right.
Cut to it.
Dude, chillin'.
How do you?
Fitty. I mean, none of these are awesome.
No, they all suck.
Except Park.
I like Skater's good. Skater
Maybe
Park.
it is Skater.
Yeah.
Purposeful with an 8.
Yeah, because like you would steal that sign.
Yeah.
That's a
Yeah,
sign
but-
worthy of
As a
stealing.
skater
But a
boy.
government like wouldn't name a park with a number
But it's
in it.
awesome.
It does say it's
Isn't
awesome.
I've heard Ramset Park. Isn't that like? So therefore, it's in like Chicago. I like. I've definitely heard that.
Is that
in-
awesomely named?
Yeah.
No, but I'm like, it's a real one.
Nav. Wank. That's exactly what we did though.
Yeah, we did. As soon as it arrived.
Okay.
Lincoln Park. Well done, EvilSpyBoy. Park.
Damn it.
Why did you pick Park?
Because I thought that was funny. I thought
It is funny.
I thought that was funny.
Park.
And you're like, yeah, it's funny.
Yeah.
Steph?
Oh no.
Why?
Nice.
Why,
Nice.
was-
We got
why would
stooged.
you
Well
put a
done.
number 8 in there?
Well,
You got it.
Please be Wank Park.
audience like Wank Park.
Of course
Yes,
they did.
the
Of
audience
course they
vote. We help each other.
Yeah.
We help each other.
Fitty Park.
No.
Audience is lie. Nice.
Wow.
That's a funny lie.
did. It's good.
No one went for Petty Larceny Park. That's disappointing. Dude, chillin'.
Oh, Nicro. Yeah, we got
Really?
it. Yeah.
Really?
Because it's not awesome. It's lame.
That is very lame.
Yeah.
Chilling.
Dude,
That's so funny.
I said, yeah, right.
That's pretty funny.
That's pretty good.
I didn't get any
Ramset
points.
was the park from Parks and Rec. Ramset Park.
Ah, that's right. That's why you've heard of it.
Good.
I got 0 points for Petty
It's
Larceny.
time to laugh at some
Devastating.
dead people.
Okay.
Jesus.
I do it all the time.
Very interesting dead person.
Hey.
In a truly bizarre day at the hospital, Dr. Robert Liston, infamous English surgeon of the 19th century, once conducted a surgery with blank. Write
I
your
don't know,
lies
history?
now.
Oh.
Oh man. There's a lot of different ways you could go with this.
There's the tool, there's the context, there's the like space.
There's with syphilis.
Yep.
They all had that.
They all had it.
The bizarre one would be he didn't have syphilis.
Surprisingly, he was clean that day.
And 19th century is 1899 to 1900. Right?
It is.
Good. I always get
It
a
is the
little.
19th century of,
I always think which
of
one,
our Lord.
Which one's at the start of movies? 20th century.
20th century fucks.
All right.
Shit, I didn't hit submit.
Oh, you would have been given a fakie then.
Yeah.
What does it take it?
No.
Damn it.
Could have given you a random one.
300% mortality rate.
Edgar Allan Poe was there.
Conducted a surgery with his eyes. Oh, yeah, that still makes sense. With
Blindfold doesn't.
Conducted
Edgar
a
Allan Poe
surgery
does.
With blindfold, yeah.
Ah, fuck.
What?
Nothing.
You were blindfold?
Should have been a blindfold.
Oh, shit, I don't know.
I'm already at the bottom of this list,
Yeah.
so.
Oh my god.
With a Edgar Allan Poe.
Ooh.
show me
Oh,
what
you can
you
award
picked.
likes still.
You know the answer, Maiden Muse.
I'll give blindfold a like.
Mitch Rob says, sorry, I got distracted. How many more cum
His eyes
jokes have we
closed is good.
squeezed in?
Surprisingly, not as many.
No, we're pretty good.
I did give the
good.
answer Wank Park in the previous round.
Nice.
Steph, that's
one,
really
Stephanie.
good.
That's very good.
That feels just as absurd.
Oh, it took it.
Yeah.
Yes.
It took it.
It took it.
No, I mean, like, it accepted my answer.
Yeah. That's good because some of you need to submit, otherwise it won't do
Yeah.
anything.
It should take whatever you've got.
Nice.
Nice work, audience.
Stooged by the audience.
Damn it, no.
With blindfold? Yes!
Why did they still go in?
Maybe he's from up north and he did it with blindfold.
A straw?
Oh, Nicro, nice.
Wait, what?
Is
Was
it
it
just a
Edgar Allan
button?
Poe? Oh my god.
Is it just that?
Is it the truth?
Holy shit!
Wow.
Amputating a man's leg, Dr. Liston
Oh,
cut
well
off
done,
his
Josh.
assistant's
Oh, I've
finger.
heard this
The
story.
patient and the assistant both died from infection.
Yes.
An observer who saw the accident died of fright. Total party kill.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, okay. I
Amazing.
understand what that
Amazing.
means.
Yeah, I'm occasionally that person who sees
Three
anything over
deaths in one
100% and
surgery.
thinks it's not
It
real.
doesn't
I'm like,
make sense in my
you
brain.
can't have over 100%.
I also just assumed it was with a person. That's why I wrote Edgar Allan Poe. I just thought
That was
he had to do it with someone.
With someone.
Yeah, and
right.
Edgar was
It
there being
he
like,
was
this is going to
around
make a fantastic
guest
poem.
starring.
Yeah, Edgar Allan Poe.
The night doth hang over the patient.
Yeah.
Okay, pick a category.
The infection hath spread from one finger to another.
Let's
Allow me to
go.
bring my raven.
Funny.
Okay.
School rules.
Totally does,
Try
man.
this one
You're
on.
such a school
The
boy.
surprising subject that's technically been banned in New Orleans public schools since 1922, blank. Submit your lies now.
1922. Yeah.
Oh, what?
I regret. I think that's a better line than Poe's original.
No.
Education. Surely that's banned. Yeah. Did they have an education system in America? Maybe that's been banned since 1922. Schools in general.
I feel like they've gotten less progressive since then.
Okay, these are the choices.
Witchcraft.
Okay. I say I can work that to my advantage.
NFT grifting.
Amazing. Flight.
Oh.
Those Wright brothers are up to no good. Ban it.
You only got to have one bad incident with flight, and you go, we probably shouldn't do it.
The first one where they went forward and it all cut was in the middle. Interesting.
Yeah, there's some good ones here.
Yeah.
American history.
It's like it's true. It's funny and true. Fuck, I'm gonna pick one. I'm gonna give a thumbs up to bead throwing.
Thank you.
Is that you?
So
A thumbs up to bead throwing.
Hey, I'll take some points.
Nice.
Thank you. I need them.
I couldn't do that. You must have gone in first.
Nice.
I wrote music.
Very good.
Well, it's
I said
audience.
music good one, yeah.
Oh, I must have. Yeah, I must
So
have
maybe,
been into it.
but yeah, okay.
Yeah. Who's
that's
getting
not
points?
true.
Nice syntax.
Well done, and you spelled it correctly.
No.
Nice.
Well done, Josh.
That's very good. Really?
Yes. So I try. Oh, damn it!
What? No,
What are you excited about?
Because I think it's like a certain number.
It's just jazz.
Boom,
Just
baby.
jazz.
Wow. That's
So
so.
I went to write it straight away and it went too close to the truth. I forgot it does that. So
Yeah.
that kind of gives you the, like, I was like,
Yeah.
oh, so that's the answer.
Yeah.
But then I went to
didn't
do
tell me that when I wrote
music,
music.
and then it said, no, you can't do music either.
But-
Because
Oh,
I had done
but then
music.
music
You'd
and jazz
already
came
done
up
it.
and I was like, oh, crap.
So
So,
it's music or jazz.
yeah. But I thought maybe that's a good way to not letting you,
Well, what do we got here?
the end?
I don't think so.
Oh, no, this is kind of,
Oh, this is the watch one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
this one's
Cookies
like,
VHS.
well, let's just find out.
Wait, what is the watch one?
And now
Pay attention.
our feature presentation.
It's going to be like what happened in this video.
The knife. Always the knife. A poor substitute for understanding, for strength, for love.
For life.
Ditch the knife, Jerry. Try and take it.
Jerry's got anger issues and
Amazing.
a knife. And that means this film can only end one way, with a strange and violent attack on blank. All right, type in your lies.
Oh. Wow. With a strange and violent attack on. Oh.
Monday? Oh, so fucking funny.
Because it's a weird sentence in the lead-in,
yeah.
and if your head's in just slightly a different place, you're like, on the which date they're asking.
Yeah.
You're like, no, they mean.
On a public holiday.
That must be one of the better jobs as part of the developers here, just going through that old archival stuff.
Oh, totally.
Like,
That'd be
it's
great fun.
amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, which
His
one's
mother's
true?
couch. And pays free speech. Men's rights.
Interesting.
Plate of lasagna.
One of them is very obvious, but it's.
Oh.
Jerry with a rogue baseball.
Yeah, I feel like I appreciate that the game as well is cheeky or clever. Like it'll come up with answers that are, I hope in this case as well, but not just they're unexpected.
What's the popcorn?
It's the timer.
Oh, that's very cute.
And
I thought once you've chosen your thing, and then it gives you an option to choose like a second one.
That's just a thumb.
That's a like.
Oh,
That's like you, I like your version.
And you might
too.
get a.
You're
I
not
think you
choosing,
get some
like, your
points.
second option.
Ah, shit.
Yeah. That's a good
Well
one.
done,
Well done,
Steph.
Steph.
You got 3 points for the self-esteem one.
Yay!
Well
It popping
done.
up first. You're like, God damn it. Oh, that was me.
How?
Well done, audience.
Attack on a plate of lasagna.
I gave you a
You thought he'd
thumb.
get
I
home
gave
and
you a
get
thumbs
angry?
up.
Yeah, I thought
Yeah,
he'd cut
nice.
his dinner up with it.
Same with his grandmother. Get home and cut his grandmother up with it.
Nicrotex.
Apparently not.
Ooh.
No.
Damn it.
Oh,
Wait.
it is his mother's couch.
It was?
Yes.
That was a very good round for you. That was a very
cute.
good
Oh my
round.
gosh, straight to the top.
Genuinely, probably.
I was at the bottom, I think.
Yeah.
I just want to see how that ended.
That's-
Don't blame the sofa, Jerry. Save that anger for the interior decorator.
Amazing.
That's
Jerry,
gonna be
you gotta
good.
Chill, mate.
That's a solid
Oh my
couple of
gosh.
thousand.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, am I dead last?
Look at that.
Steph.
I'm dead last.
Holy shit, dude.
Hang on, but these are those. Oh, this is total still? Yeah.
Yeah, but I think there's
still
I gotta-
rounds.
Yeah, there's a
Well,
couple more
I haven't
rounds.
picked a.
That's a big
category.
lead, though.
Now I'm gonna.
You're killing it.
I'm gonna.
What's the logic
tank it
behind
all.
making those like PSA videos back then? Like,
Have you
nice
seen the,
safety.
the marijuana ones are amazing.
Yeah,
Take
that's
the
true.
pressure.
They're so
All right,
funny.
Step aside.
I like the.
Let me still choose.
Did you
Okay,
pick
no,
that?
I did
Yeah,
pick
nice.
that,
How about this?
Giddy pick that.
Wondering how they get those punches in Fight Club to sound so real? David Fincher and company grabbed a baseball bat and started hitting some blank stuffed with blank. Enter your lies now.
What am I doing? What am I doing?
My brain thinks of something dumb
Yeah.
and just goes, but you could. It's done. Already done.
It's too late.
It's too late.
People stuff with meat. They just went straight to the source.
Oh, Rectex seal stuffed with fur. Jesus Christ.
Oh my God.
Oh dear.
The seal is on the fur.
Yeah.
Until
the
it's
fur
not.
is on the seal.
Yeah.
Yes. And in this case, the fur is in the seal.
The fur was in the seal.
But you don't get the same noise. It's too padded. You need to
They still go.
You need to seal that fur in something. Jesus, what are we talking about?
All right,
Okay.
where's the truth?
Pig bladder stuffed with jelly.
Bread stuffed with pits.
Amazing.
Oh, that's good.
Water balloons with mayo. Raw chicken stuffed with peanut butter.
There's 2 raw chicken.
They do make a good meat. All makes good. Butchered cow stuffed with
Makes me feel like that can't be true because it's too close to the real answer.
stuffed with more bags. Raw chicken stuffed with walnut sounds delicious.
It does. It's making me hungry.
I actually, yeah, I'm picking one because I can almost hear the sound of the punches in that.
They
I'm
do
like,
sound cabbagey.
They genuinely do. That's where my head was. I know you're joking, but
Bread stuffed with pits. You get my thumb.
You can't stuff a cabbage
damn.
with ketchup though.
That was one of the 2, and I was like, maybe one of them.
that'd be just too messy. Like,
Yeah.
everyone.
Squelchy, though.
Yeah.
This sounded clever.
That was me.
Yeah.
Thank you, Josh.
Sounded too technical.
I'll take those points.
That just sounds like large and cumbersome.
Oh, no.
Yeah, but you just go to a meat
Sorry,
factory.
Well,
guys.
that's good.
Yeah.
All those
They
stuff
don't
with
need it.
cabbage would be good.
Yeah.
Rocky.
Again, delicious.
Yes.
Nice.
You've won
I
this.
thought I voted for that, but I didn't. What did I vote for? Oh, pigs.
Yeah, I
That'll
voted
be
for that
it?
as well.
Is it right?
Wow,
Holy
Cinta.
shit.
What?
Dude.
Holy shit. Great lie there, because it was close.
Didn't
Raw
see
chicken.
this one?
No one voted for
This
it.
combo is also known as
Steph,
a
you were so
Yeah,
close.
I've seen
chicken
Foley
salad,
videos of
and
people
you're not
doing
allowed to talk about it.
Yes.
of doing that, and it's always
Guess
raw.
the
It's raw.
bone
It's always raw
crushing.
meat. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I went
It's-
cow.
It's the wetness
But
of
the
it.
the walnuts is what threw me.
Yeah.
Look at
You
you
would have thought
go.
the cabbage would.
Look at you. Oh my god.
I'll take 5 likes for the Brad stuff
You're
with bits. Thank you
so
very
far
much.
in front.
That's a double. You're double.
I guess if you're hitting it with a baseball bat, because I was like, you wouldn't put anything hard in there because your hand. But then I was like, oh, they're hitting the
They're hitting-
baseball.
yes,
bat.
Final image.
Yeah, you want it to be full.
Yeah.
And it's worth
you don't want it to-
points.
You still want
Fun.
air in between it. You don't want. All right.
Rob Doyle may just have the coolest job ever. He's Florida's first blank pizza delivery guy. And Serena
Oh, it's double answer, that's
Kozakura
right.
was found not guilty of destruction of property when her lawyer demonstrated she was blank. Now,
So
you're
same
gonna
word
write
should
one
work in both?
lie
Yeah.
Oh.
That sounds like it might fit in.
Oh, this is the.
either
Oh,
of
I hate
these
when they
two
do this.
blanks.
Oh, it's a demonstration?
God damn it.
Yeah.
My brain's already there.
That's double the
I
chance to
can't-
fool your fellow players.
Okay.
Oh shit.
Good, and it might get picked for both blanks and earn you a bonus.
Ooh, okay.
Got all that?
Okay.
I'll give you a little extra time on this one, so don't
All right.
freak out.
That was just a. This is still
Okay.
this one. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
They don't necessarily have the same answer. What?
That's
But you have to
confusing.
guess one that fits both. Right.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, because they've got the true way. I mean. Yeah.
Oh. Oh.
You're halfway through your time. Make me proud.
I think.
No.
What?
Brigante?
I think mine doesn't.
What?
Grammar.
I think mine doesn't grammar.
I'm trying to.
I'm hoping mine grammars.
I'm so intrigued by the answer.
Spiceman.
Doesn't work.
No! Damn it! I
no.
finally thought of one.
Working with.
Very busty, horny, sexy, vegan, dead, creamy. That's Stephanie.
Very good.
Creamy.
How you like your creamy? So wait, we picked. This is for the first one. She was.
Oh.
And there's no extra likes on this one.
How you say? Creamy.
Creamy. I'm gonna pick the same answer for both. So if someone put this one down, legendary.
You only get okay, yeah.
Very,
Legendary.
Very busty.
Phyrophobic.
Please choose creamy.
Please choose creamy. Somebody choose creamy.
Nobody choose my creamy.
Let's move on to this question.
To keep my
Select the
advantage.
truth for just
The
this
creamy was
question.
arrested by the police.
It's Italian. He's a pizza delivery guy.
Thumbs up to horny.
Oh, I didn't do my thumbs up.
horny. Honk.
Okay.
Thumbs up if you're horny.
Thumbs up
if you're
horny.
horny.
Well, let Storm pick
Oh
creamy for
no!
you.
I chose the wrong one.
Oh, you can't undo it?
You're just
I thought I already chose.
swinging and missing tonight.
You pushed
I
your
don't
mic
know.
away as well.
I picked creamy.
I picked creamy. Can I thumbs up creamy?
Josh gave vegan. That's a fair play.
First vegan pizza delivery guy.
Maybe I'll win it by accident because.
So-
Why did you pick that?
Because my answer that I wrote was close to that.
Okay.
And so I was like,
It's not even a
maybe-
thing.
No, I know. But none of the other ones were anywhere near
Yeah,
it. So
yeah,
I was
true.
like, I guess that one?
Yes.
I'm so
Oh, I
intrigued.
got half of it.
I chose that by accident.
I'll take it.
Take him where you can get him.
I picked creamy by accident.
Oh, sleepwalking.
Wow.
Huge.
Hugaholic.
Hugaholic was coming last and we'll be in first.
Oh my god,
now.
yeah.
Deceptive.
Oh, I didn't choose
Wow.
wrong. You choose two.
Yeah,
Yeah, you choose two.
Yeah.
Congrats,
Oh my God.
Hugaholic, on
Holy
winning.
heck.
You're gonna be. That's a win.
Yeah.
That's from nothing to
That's
one.
the truth. Very busty.
What?
And
Oh,
yeah.
destruction of property.
So I wrote.
She was very busty, so she was knocking things over with her knockers.
Oh, I picked the right one. Sorry.
Yeah,
for a
right.
second,
And then underwater was the.
And for a
Yeah.
second, I thought I wrote underwater. Your brain does funny things when it's creamy.
Creamy. Oh man.
Oh no.
What a crazy
Oh,
game.
I recovered a bit. I was dead last while ago.
Storf.
But
There
Hugaholic,
it-
nice.
Oh my
17,000.
Wow.
That is
That's
such a
huge. Well done,
turnaround.
Hugaholic.
You got lots of likes,
done.
Gus.
King of the likes.
King of the
King of the
likes.
likes.
King of the likes.
Oh wow, that was huge.
How wild.
Rank 5 bad at guessing audience.
Unbelievable.
Nice.
Good.
Should we do another quick game? I mean, none of them are quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
Let's do the
We had another one lined up.
Yeah. I can't remember what it's
one.
called.
The drawing one?
The drawing one.
The drawing one.
What's it called?
I
I
don't
can't remember. It's on your pad, Stephanie. It's in the
Oh,
document.
sorry. You guys were looking at me like I was just I don't know, guys.
She's there. Or
yeah. Let me get that. Let me do it for you.
Non-sensory.
I was just about
my
to
God,
say Peter.
Josh.
If you want to cue that up,
I'm sorry.
you will be.
Cool. Well, we'll get another
was amazing.
code for us first.
I don't think
Should we ban the people who already got in?
So wait,
We would discourage them from joining, but
Yeah.
we cannot ban them.
We can't ban.
we cannot ban.
We can ban them from Twitch.
Dump Days is keen.
Let's
They
just ban them from Twitch
Let's
now.
ban
But here's
them.
the thing: they could still watch the stream.
Are we drawing on our phone
Yeah.
Yeah.
with our finger?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my.
You don't have a
goodness.
sneaky little stylus stuck up that thing? They always,
Yeah, but phrasing.
Just
stylus?
Sneaky little stuck up.
It's how you use it.
That thing. Creamy.
Creamy.
All right,
Where am
we'll
I
get a room
looking?
code
Wait,
sent to
wait,
us.
wait.
It's not there yet.
Okay.
All good, all good. And
Whenever
then,
I'm doing this on
There
stream,
it
I
is.
always forget to add myself, and then we have to restart the whole thing again.
Sounds on point. Whoops, got that wrong.
We need your help immediately. Volunteer for a pre-game tutorial question.
What?
No tutorial, please. I'm going to say no tutorial.
I think so.
4 of 8
4
players have joined.
Oh,
Who's
I'm-
not joined?
I've got press to start, so I must be the first.
Yeah.
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 Okay. That's all 5
That's
in.
5. Yep. So
Josh, you're in?
Josh?
Cool, we're in.
Cool.
All right, we can reveal the room
The,
code.
the code is
Creamy.
nearly.
The code is not
Nearly.
creamy. That is the code. If you'd like to play
Nearly.
and weren't in the last round,
we're the knights that say no.
we'd love Sickney,
There it is.
Antonio, and Cribbage.
Oh, we're all in.
Cribbage?
Nice one, Muso.
Orwell.
It's all just letters. It's
Yeah.
just a bunch of.
It's Orble. It's like Orble cabbage.
Orwell
Yeah.
cabbage.
But they couldn't
Horrible
fit
cabbage.
Horrible
They
cabbage,
couldn't fit cabbage
maybe?
in.
Horrible cabbage.
Horrible
it is.
cabbage. It's horrible cabbage.
There we
Yeah,
go.
perfect,
Welcome,
perfect.
horrible
All right, press to
cabbage.
start.
Cool. Have we played this one before?
We played this one last year. Will was on the show.
Yep.
So Will has experience.
And I was the worst at it. So.
Okay. Well, let's get a little
Good.
Yeah. Yeah.
let's get a little refresher.
Because I want to
Oh, the
beat you.
fucking monkey.
Yeah.
Thank you for volunteering for this study of the ultranatural powers of the human mind.
Don't like.
It's weird because the whole game is fairly flat, and then this is like a 3D animated
don't like
monkey
it either.
guy.
Test
So,
Yeah.
huh.
1.
So
Also,
Writing.
No, I like him.
chat will remember. Nicrotex definitely will. This
Everyone
is like that
begin
ta-
with a
that
similar
board
writing
game
task
where
based on
you
this category. Write an apology
trying to agree.
or excuse.
Yes.
The rest
Sounds
of
like a
the
great
information
idea.
You draw
and
where you
where
think
your
this thing is on the
secret
the spectrum.
Yeah, on
of
a
numbers.
scale.
Oh, I've never played this.
Yeah.
Should be
Okay.
on your
write an
device
apology.
now.
On the scale.
Try to write an answer that will lead your fellow participants towards guessing your secret number. Or just write an answer that makes sense for you. Let your inner mind guide you.
Right.
What?
What's the timer? We get 70 seconds. It's a decent.
Yeah.
Okay, and we're seeing the scale, so we know which end
Yeah.
of the scale means what.
Yeah.
So yeah, we are submitting something. We've been given where on the scale we want it to land, and we want everyone else to kind of agree that, yeah, that's about that on the scale. The example that I was giving before when I was reminding Will of the game was, it's like, how hot is coffee out of 10?
Yeah, okay.
And it's like, someone might say it's a 3 because they're referencing the sun. But someone might say it's a 9 because if you spill it on your leg, you get burned. So you want to find something that's going to go like, oh, people will agree this is a 6 out of 10 or a 7.
I may have already ruined this round then. I
Good, yeah,
apologize.
Good.
Everyone
good.
has to.
Sorry.
Wavelength.
What's the
thank you.
name? Wavelength. Yeah.
Yep.
Audiences. Okay.
Audience is syncing up.
I thought this was the Chinese Whispers drawing one. Yeah, I thought it was a drawing
Which
one
of
too.
these cards eats the most fast
I'm afraid
food?
I need those answers.
No idea. Have I not submitted? Oh no,
Oh,
we're
Will.
waiting
It's
for
just
Will.
It's just me.
Yeah, okay. I was like, Will's the only one who submitted.
Yeah.
How abstract.
We'll begin with this. This apology is for messing up a house how much? And this participant's answer.
Nice.
Okay, so that's a nothing.
Use your device to hone in on the correct
And I know the number I
That
want.
includes you too, audience.
Yeah.
After
Yeah,
you
you
guess,
know what
feel
you wrote
free
that
to let
for.
us know what you're
So
feeling.
now we're all going
You
like,
could use
well,
the
yeah,
device to
what's
share
our
your
perspective on
emotional
that?
Feedback.
Not much.
But also with our knowledge of Gus and
Yeah.
his
How-
level
how
of
would you like-
cleanliness.
Would that hurt him?
Yeah.
Right. That's an
It's
8
like,
for Gus.
Yeah, it's like, yeah.
He'd be like, I'd prefer to leave a corpse
Yeah.
on the floor than crumbs on the couch.
Yeah.
Because they're hard to get out.
What did we all feel was correct?
Oh, the pluggy
Ah,
bits.
yes.
Wow.
Forming. Here's what we were hoping to hit.
7.
Pretty good.
Wow, we
that's
all
pretty
under-
good.
we
But I
all
get like
undersold.
top and bottom
The more
points, don't I?
powerful the
How
reading.
close? Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
we
you
do,
get
yeah.
500 on the one on either
Gotcha.
side
Yeah,
of it.
nice.
So that works quite well.
You get points for people
The
who
writer
guessed it
gets
right.
points for every player
Yeah,
that
yeah,
got
but you also
close.
get the points.
get
for
half
people
a
who
point
guessed
for
on
either side.
one
Yeah,
up or
yeah,
down.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so that
So
works all right.
then,
Nice.
Same question. But now it's.
What would be a wonder?
So what did Josh write? and Josh stayed at my
Interesting.
house like the second week I met him.
Yeah.
And I wasn't even there.
Did he mess it up?
Oh, the crumbs were all,
All over the couch.
all over the couch.
I'm not sorry.
Okay, so
I'm thinking he interpreted this to mean
As a bad apology.
this is a bad apology, and meaning that he did make a mess.
I think I'm thinking the same thing.
Yeah.
Add confidence. God, I wish I had that button in real life. That's okay. Josh is working it out.
That's all over the board.
Which is button. Nice.
Antonio was confident.
Nice.
Yeah, see, Antonio thought that Josh knew how
I
to play
wonder
the
if
game.
I apologize. I wonder if the add confidence means you get more points.
I believe so. It's like
Right.
doubling down.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
New question.
Okay.
How serious was the mistake that led to this apology?
Okay.
Let's see the response.
It's
Yeah.
tricky.
There's nothing I can say that can make up for what I've done.
Have me arrested.
Holy shit.
How serious was the mistake that led to this apology?
Arrested is...
Yeah, there's no.
Lock them up. Lock them up. Lock them up. Who was it? Antonio. Yeah, lock him up.
I've gone hard on this one.
Hard.
I've gone hard on it.
Are you add confidence?
I added all my confidence.
I added confidence too.
I'm doing it. Oh, I missed it. Shit.
Holy shit.
Amazing.
I like what I'm seeing so far.
Gonna be like
10
6.
with confidence.
Were we?
Get there.
I put 9 with confidence.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
Come on now.
He was just trying to get.
He's very polite.
He was just trying to get us up to that end of the spectrum. But I think there's
That
like
was so extreme.
you could just say this is the worst thing that could possibly ever happen,
With the
That's a
same
10.
question.
and that's a 10.
Yeah.
Let's see
Yeah.
the response.
It is. Yeah.
Antonio's really
It's all in the
polite
words you
as
choose.
well.
Yeah.
Super
So,
dupe, soup stoop, sorry. Horrible.
cabbage, that's amazing.
Okay.
That's said with a little bit of laughter in it. So
Yeah.
if you walked out of someone's house, went super dip sorry.
Yeah. But something's
They'd be
gone
like,
wrong though.
Got the crumbs on the couch.
Well, it comes to the couch.
I love the little emotes. How fun.
Yeah.
How fun. Oh, you can emote.
Oh yeah. Right.
Oh, cool.
Okay, look at those hearts go.
That's so fun.
We play like intense, highly technical video games, and we're like,
Yeah.
look,
I just finished a Destiny raid, but now I get to emote in. Come on, 3.
What's that cooldown
Let's
though?
go, no,
Let me
7.
spin.
Oh.
wow.
Damn. Yeah, I put 3
You
as
don't
well.
know how to play the game.
It depends on. It
You got
depends on.
points.
It
I
seemed
knew that. I
cavalier.
said- I-
It
You got
seemed
points, though.
cavalier.
Yeah.
Please, someone tell me they get the reference. What is it
These
from?
answers are
That's from something?
less.
Don't put references in.
Stoops is devastating. That seemed casual to me. That was like,
Yeah.
dude, where's my
How
car?
much
Yeah.
does this apology reference pop culture?
This has
The
got a reference in it.
response.
Yeah. Right. Good. That's pretty direct.
But that's hard to think of one regardless.
yeah.
So
Yeah, and
like you gotta.
I did misinterpret what it meant.
Okay.
I was like, what's a pop culture apology?
Right. Like a reference.
What's a pop culture apology that is kind of this level of apology?
Yeah. Okay. God.
Oh no! Well,
tricky-
that
yeah,
is
I know.
like-
Right, so you. I mean, you shouldn't
shit.
tell us that because that's part of the fun. Is you thinking it's.
But we all feel bad.
You already
Yeah,
voted.
yeah, yeah,
We're
yeah,
like.
Yeah.
So I didn't get it.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm sorry I said other people didn't know how to play the game, because I clearly don't.
Whoa.
That's a fair spread.
Sick Nate, you're on the money.
Wow. Well
This
done.
game is kind of dumb.
Oh,
That's
okay.
what Scotty had said. I disagree.
Yes.
I like it.
It's
But it
just
is
dumb.
kind of dumb.
But I think it's hard to explain. I think you need to play around a game of it before you get it.
Yeah.
You know
I think
what
it's
mean?
also like.
Which is a lot of games.
Yeah. A lot of board gamesy things.
I'm sorry I Will Smithed you.
Now, does that mean let someone cheat on you or slap someone?
So if that's how much does this apology reference pop culture and they interpreted it correctly, that's very pop culture reference.
Yeah.
You need to understand all of pop culture to understand that.
Again, like you were saying, it's hard to not do one.
Yeah.
How do you write one that is vaguely
got
pop
one,
culture?
yeah.
Because as soon as there's a word in there, we're like, that's 100%. Because you're seeing a
Yeah.
thing.
I just
So-
keep like IGN reviewing this. I'm like 787887778.
I guess
I'm like,
like
everything's
I'm
safe there.
Yeah.
soups dupes sorry is like references pop culture, but no one got it. So it's
But that
like,
wasn't
Yeah.
a pop culture one.
I know,
They
but I'm
thought it
saying
was a
that
But
could
if
have
this
been.
is played right, this was good, I think. Yeah, it's 8. Oh, is it?
No, you
What's
don't
the
know
black
yet.
one on them? Other side?
Well done,
Damn
Tigger.
it!
I think that is.
I chose no.
yeah. Oh, that's the audience. Yeah.
That's the audience.
Audience,
Yeah,
right.
cool. Nice. Nice. I confidenced it as well.
Oh,
Good
nice.
man.
Changing questions. How
But I didn't get
magical
it, so I
is
don't
this
think-
excuse?
Ooh.
Let's see the response.
Storf. That's good.
That's good.
I'm also
How many confidences
I'm
do I have?
disappointedly confident.
I don't even remember what the number was.
Oh, that's.
I swear this happened last time.
Yeah.
Just
I think there's a drawing round next, and that
Yeah,
that
yeah.
worked well, and
Yeah.
this
Yeah,
round
okay,
worked
right.
as well as it is now,
We'll
which
get
is
there.
not at all.
yeah.
Question mark?
Ooh,
But where
okay.
does the truth lie?
That's encouraging.
Why?
Because I feel like
Yes,
what the
nice.
fuck?
So take that into account for the next round because
Okay,
I'm the next one.
Because I was
Okay.
like, because
Actually, don't.
bang in the middle is hard of how magical. I was like, okay, it can't be obviously magical,
I
but
only
it can't
just
be
clicked it
obviously
with
not magical. So I was like, a bottomless pit could be existential.
But I was like, bottomless
That's
pits.
pretty good.
I was
what I
like,
mean?
bottomless pits
Shit.
don't exist, so therefore it's fantasy.
Yeah, but if I came in
Yeah.
and you were like, Stephanie, where have you been? I'm like, and I said I fell into a bottomless pit. You wouldn't be like, oh, magical.
Vaguely
Hmm.
You know?
whimsical, strange dog.
Stray dog.
Stray dog.
It's also
in
strange.
some-
Strange that it's whimsical.
Yeah.
I, in some form of dyslexia, read I fell into the bottom of a pit. The whole time. The whole time. That was all that was in my head.
That was good.
So I gave it a 1. Because
Yeah,
I'm
you were
like,
like-
cool.
Yeah, okay.
I fell into the bottom of a pit. That's why I was like, what the?
Yeah.
But Will, I like this, and I'm going 3. And so is a lot of
I went
people.
3 too.
Oh, we all went 3.
See. The truth, however.
Come on, 3.
9.
Go for 3.
We're close.
That's
yeah.
not bad.
Close.
I was kind of like over 5. It's a mythical creature.
I am
Yeah.
having a night.
But it's
I like that. That was a good scale. That's a good
Vaguely
scale to work off.
whimsical. Vaguely whimsical.
Maybe he has wings. Maybe he's talky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe he's just.
Maybe he's
He's
talky.
just charming.
Yeah. Maybe his
Yeah.
tail just wags funny.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe he's trying to point you in the direction of a mystery.
Quick, someone's fallen into
Yeah.
a bottomless pit. Follow me.
Of emotion.
Sick. Sick
And he's at the bottom of
Sick
it.
Day knows how to play that game.
Josh doesn't.
Oh, good.
Nor do I. I'm way down there as well.
I was 5. Bang in the middle.
I
Like
do
a
not.
bottomless pit is magical.
All right.
Good.
Vaguely isn't a bit of a cop out. It was the perfect word to lead
Yeah,
us
it sent you
In
to
the
the
direction.
into the bottom
Yeah.
half.
Yeah.
halfway down the bottom.
Because I
half.
Yeah.
almost
And
went
next
to
I'm just going to write the answer as this.
Everyone's going to be given a similar drawing task.
Draw a pet.
But we get a,
Okay.
a spot on the
No
on the
need
thing.
to overthink it. Just do whatever.
Oh, that's so annoying.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus.
Grab my hands.
Grilling content. They're always fun, the drawing ones, so. Oh my god.
We've hit the halfway mark on the allotted time.
Jesus.
No.
That's a good drawing. That's a good drawing.
Okay. Because what it is, yeah, they're just good drawings of the prompt. But I don't know
yeah.
if they're on a scale.
I know. How do you get it on the scale?
Yeah.
It's hard.
This is, yeah.
Okay.
Quickly, time's almost up.
Oh,
I don't understand
Josh.
this Squid Game part.
Yeah,
Oh, the card. I think you guys are just having something to do while we're
totally. And they're just abstract concepts.
Yeah.
They're like, one was like, which one eats the most food in the round one? I would
happened
eat.
there?
What's this?
Squid Game.
They're explaining confidence again.
Points for being
Gotcha.
close.
Yeah.
But
Thank
if
you,
you're
monkey
more
lady.
than one rung
Why is it
off,
using my name?
Singled you
Leave
out,
me out
Peter.
of this, you piece of shit.
I haven't been adding
With
confidence. I
this
keep
question.
forgetting.
How likely is this pet to be named Killer? Let's see the response.
What's the penalty?
Peter Burns.
Wow.
That's a great drawing.
That's very good.
Percentages.
See, if I had a cat that was doing a little stretch, I'd be like, who's your big killer? Who's your monster?
What's the penalty you get if you add confidence and don't?
I think.
You
How
lose
many
point.
points?
I don't know.
drawing,
Probably the same
Yeah,
amount
that's
that you
a
would
good
have gained if you were close.
I blocked.
But is it so cute it's not
I
killer?
blocked.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Everyone hates 70 to 40.
Yeah.
Nothing's fun about that. Like,
It's hard.
having to add hints of bits.
Oh, you lose 500 points.
Minus 500. Oh
Yeah.
shit.
Oof.
The real answer.
That's pretty hefty.
Okay.
Nice.
Oh my god, I chose 90.
So in my head, all cats are kind of killers.
Yeah, okay.
And it was stretching and it had its claws out,
the claws?
but
I like
it
the
still
claws.
but it didn't look threatening.
Yep.
So it was
good.
kind of, that was my middling.
To me, everyone, like, the discourse around cats is that they kill things.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. What the fuck is
Whoa,
that?
You led me
look at that.
astray, Peter Burns. You
Antonio,
led
what are
me
we looking at?
astray.
That's Gumby.
That's Gumby. I was gonna
What?
say. Yeah.
That's Gumby.
Is that a broad-headed crocodile?
Which to be, I guess, isn't a cat. So.
I think it's a
Oh, it's a
crocodile.
crocodile. Or a gator.
Well, because it's a pet.
Crocodile.
It doesn't have to be a
It
cat.
has a broad head.
That's a fair point.
Alligators
Is it-
have broader heads.
Is it a crocodile?
It's a set
Well,
of-
what are the handlebars?
That's his,
I think
that's
they're
his
like
cheeks.
the cheeks.
Yeah. It's
And
like
then
cheeks
there's
down to
the
snout.
snout and then the eyes at
Yeah.
the top.
Yeah, it's a crocodile. As soon as someone said it, I saw
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah.
It's a
still
T-pose.
But his eyes look friendly.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
fair.
it has done slightly slanted.
We didn't
like,
receive a guess from you.
little,
Damn it.
little coy eyes.
I had the confidence.
An outlier, I see.
Oh, wow, it
Mendes.
didn't even go. Here's where. Wait, what?
You don't get a pet crocodile and it not be.
Yeah,
That's pretty good.
that was pretty good.
Did you go 10?
Looks like a
I
few
forgot-
of you
I didn't
were
answer. I
Oh, damn.
something.
I panicked, so I didn't.
I saw a crocodile.
It's Brock the investigator.
It's
not bad.
Brock.
Okay,
That's fair.
new question. How tame is this pet raccoon?
Oh, please.
Ooh.
Please,
I'm
someone
so
have done the
sorry.
thing.
I'm
Josh.
so sorry.
What?
This is a scale from 1 to 10.
Where?
That's got some anime fighting
Yeah.
going on.
But the tail. Oh my god, that's one of those ones that needs to be That's one of those ones that needs to be turned into the real version of it through AI.
Yeah.
Creative, if you're listening. That's all of you.
Wait.
Someone make a real
Wait.
photorealistic version of that.
Oh, I chose wrong.
Oh, no.
I've now reinterpreted the image.
As?
Well, I thought those were like cute symbols above it. Like, that's what we thought.
that-
But
no, I-
now I think they
What?
might be crazy. Like,
I think they were fighting.
and I think he's got
Oh,
like
I did the
spiral
same
eyes.
thing.
You know,
The wedge kind of like thing. That's a punch hit
Yeah,
or
yeah.
a stress
a
hit.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
totally.
Stress marks.
Yep, see it now.
So therefore, it is wild or feral.
Nope.
Oh,
No.
yeah,
I
nice.
nailed it.
Hey.
Nice job. How?
I don't know. I won. I've got a winning ticket.
Bingo!
Where's everyone going? Bingo!
Continuing with
Everyone
the
go to play
same
bingo.
question. Let's see the response.
Oh no, Josh's raccoon is going to be
Nice.
pitched against another raccoon.
Oh, that's a good
A
raccoon.
Gus raccoon as well.
But how tame is it?
It's got a leash.
It's got a leash,
It's a fox's house, Pete.
but it looks upset about it.
Yeah, it's not so sure.
Ah, a keen eye.
Keen eye, I think you'll find.
An old benediction
I
over
think
here.
she's gonna find herself a slightly tame favorite.
I noticed the leash doesn't have an owner on the other end.
Leads me to conclude that is in fact,
That is in fact
not
a
raccoon
feral
at all.
Your predictions.
I forgot the number 2. It was.
Oh, okay.
I went high. I think I went too high.
Nice.
Damn it!
Yeah, fair.
Too low.
Escher-esque
low.
raccoon.
Some of you.
Oh, we have fun here.
You thought it was a long challenge? How
Like a
thirsty?
Yoshi tongue.
How thirsty is
If you're
this?
listening, give me a raccoon with a long. No, don't.
How disappointing is this pet?
Oh,
That's a fucking tiny shark. That's fucking sick. That's a number one good pet.
Yeah, that's an awesome pet.
Average shark.
Oh, that's so sad.
I really like it,
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
but I feel. I really like that.
Yeah.
Who drew this again?
Storf.
Steph.
That's me.
Storf.
Is it a shark?
I don't know.
Tell us in 3 seconds.
Yeah.
Was that a shark?
No.
Okay.
Little goldfish.
It's in a bowl.
Yeah, I know, but it was like a tiny
But
fucking
imagine
shark.
a tiny
would be
shark in a
awesome.
bowl. I'd be like 10.
Come on.
Nice. There we go. Yeah, that's good.
It's how
Oh, wait.
disappointing is it? It's a fish.
Yeah, so you got the scale wrong.
I got scale wrong.
Upside, like you flipped the scale. Yeah.
You did well. If it
It's a
was,
Yeah.
it's a fish.
Damn it, I was
You were right.
If it was like the most awesome pet, I would have drawn a dragon.
yeah,
Same
totally.
question.
Because it's not disappointing.
See the
But they're not real, which therefore means
You'd be
with the fact that
disappointed.
you never get it.
But 100% magical.
It's a good snail.
It's a really good snail, Cabbage.
It's
I
disappointed in
almost
itself.
drew a
being
snail, and then I was
disappointing.
like, is a snail a cool pet?
There's something cool about it. There's-
You know what there's not enough of in this game. I don't know why they're on the scale of 10s and 1s. Like I think the point
Yeah.
is you need to draw vagueness. You're not trying to very often draw.
Totally.
That's what makes it difficult, though.
Yes.
But how good
That's
would
what
it be?
If it was a
It's a
1 or a
game,
10,
yeah.
it's
Yeah.
like
10 is draw it really well.
you would just not draw if it was a 10.
So I
Yeah.
wanted to give this 1, but I feel I have to give it 2 because that's where the end of the spectrum.
I think you got
is.
the thing upside down.
You did it again.
I got it upside down. I did it this time. And this was my question.
You too.
I went for a 9.
Oh my gosh.
Well done.
I did
Well done.
it again.
That's so funny.
You
On a scale of 10
Well, I
to
think I've got
Well, I
this time.
think I'm clearly not.
I feel like we have some brain similarities sometimes, you and I.
question. How
You
good
have
is this
neglected
pet
to
at
inform me.
playing?
Good is this
Snail
pet?
is one step below dragon. No, because dragon would be the best and snail is the worst.
How good is it playing fetch? Well, it hasn't reached it yet.
10 being so good, not good. I mean, it hasn't got it yet.
It's based on grab. It's not the pet's fault.
It is missing a leg.
It's got a little.
got a stump.
Does have a stump,
So it
but
might,
that doesn't
it might,
slow
it
dogs
might
down
not
too
get
much.
there. It might not get there.
Also,
But I don't
it's-
think it's a 10.
Also, it's surfing. So,
It is on a big. Yeah, it's on a longboard.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Also, it's a mouse.
So he's only got one.
And
go
that's
at
the
this.
sun.
Oh
So it's just surfing. It doesn't play fetch.
It is.
It
yeah,
just
one
surfs,
step-
man.
Imagine if someone was like, that's exactly what they do.
Yeah.
my
It's a
God.
three-legged dog surfing in Hawaii.
Yeah.
He's not played fetch in his life.
Yes.
Nice.
Solid 6.
I'll
I forgot
take
to
the
answer
side
again.
points.
I
Oh,
got
no.
I
distracted.
like the drawing one. I like
Chat's
the
fault.
drawing one.
Yeah,
It
that's
is
very
chat's
nice.
For writing funny and entertaining things for me to read.
They need to be lesser.
Yeah.
You're the one who read
Continuing
Bloody
with the
chat.
same
Stupid chat's fault.
response.
Well. Oh,
he's so cute. So
next.
what the?
A tree.
I swear that's not.
Don't-
That wasn't my prompt.
Is that your
What?
drawing?
Yeah, it's my drawing, but I did how tame.
Huh.
That's odd.
That is.
So
odd.
how tame is that?
Well,
did
he's
do
got
that
a leash on,
prompt,
and he looks happy
Yeah.
That's
about
a
it.
long
good.
tongue.
Yeah. Treat this as if anyone hasn't answered already, I got the tame question. So
Yeah, okay.
Has he broken his leash?
I think he's broken his leash. I think he's was tied to a tree.
Oh,
Damn
I didn't
it!
see that part
This
of
is
the art.
not enough time.
I thought it was just shit drawing.
We didn't receive a guess from you, but I clicked it.
fair.
Oh, this is
So-
falling apart.
whoever did that,
Oh, 7s across the
Well
board.
done.
I think
Josh, got
sometimes
one.
it does that on purpose. What? Clever sauce? I
Really?
think it's a bug.
That's
that
confusing.
can't be right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and I clicked
'cause
7 and
it
said
was-
we didn't receive a guess from you.
Oh man, they're
Same.
taking us down.
It glitched and didn't accept my guess.
Me too.
Totally.
I get 1,000 more points at the end.
Mum says so.
In
Mum
the
said.
interest of transparency, here's what I've learned so far.
Does that score update?
Update those lists. Put me at the top.
Nice.
Yeah.
Look, I'm at the bottom.
Look at my brain.
Score my brain.
I didn't answer.
pulsing.
I didn't answer twice, and I got so many benefits, and I flipped the scale at least twice too.
But one, that's eventually going to pay off, right?
This game is junk. I love it.
No,
It's
yeah,
fun.
I love it.
Entering
Antonio,
the final
Final
Yeah,
test.
That means
Final
the
round? Yeah,
points
cool.
are doubled.
What was
It
the
has a
final
lot
round?
This is how I make my comeback.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
It's
They're gonna do it now.
combination of two very different
I'm going to read,
things.
Steph, we're going to read that scale every time we see it. Top and bottom.
100%.
Top and bottom.
100%.
On your device, draw something that sits on the range we've sent you, and then
Hits
tap
on a
submit.
range from... okay.
What is that?
What the fuck? This doesn't make sense.
One. So it's not one, everybody. We got 70 seconds.
Yeah, we got time.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da. Jesus Christ.
Oh, the fine details.
Just letting you know,
Shut up.
half of the time has passed.
Doesn't make sense.
I was mostly laughing at the fact that my drawings probably look like I should be in a mental institution.
No, Josh, we need to get you playing the
looks
party game
awful.
where you draw stuff. Photo recall.
Yes. Yeah, totally.
I need to see your photo recall.
How much time do I have?
I
50
need to see your Mr. Mime.
How much time do I have?
12 seconds.
Oh shit! I'm undoing everything that I need to do something.
Time is up. Come on.
Shit.
It'll accept your answer.
That was so bad.
If you
As
don't
it
click
is.
go.
Yeah,
With
I didn't get
this.
anything done. I didn't get anything
You
done.
undid.
Creamy.
Yeah. Where does this drawing ball?
Let's see the response.
Salad and garbage. Oh, shit.
Oh no.
That looks Wouldn't you say, guys?
Isn't this paints?
That was what I was aiming for.
I would say pretty trashy.
I was like, was that Josh's drawing that he's really trying to spruik from the back?
No, that one's not mine. I also like leaving my mic
I'm just
up
going
on
to add
purpose
confidence to
sometimes.
everything. Because I'm at the bottom of the list and I can't go any
Might as
further
well.
down. I may as well just double down and hope.
Conformity of guesses.
Yeah. Yeah.
Where does the truth fly?
Nice.
Beautiful.
It's a cabbage
I
in
chose
trash.
90.
That's a cabbage?
What
There's some
if I add
cabbage
confidence
in there,
to a
but then I had to
90?
draw other
I
things
lose
to fill it
500,
because
so
I
I
drew
get
the cabbage
500.
and I didn't have anything else in the bin.
I think you get that. Yeah.
So I
yeah,
drew
I think
the.
it's a stretch to go with cabbage.
Nah, the cabbage is the middle thing. It was
Didn't
perfect.
lose.
Sure.
It's a cabbage.
Same
Perfect.
question.
See, my cabbages.
Let's see the
People
response.
know.
My cabbages.
People know. Is that a piece
That's
of cheese
genius.
going?
But it's like, on its own, a piece of cheese
I don't think salad.
is an
It's not
ingredient of
salad.
salad.
Yeah.
But it goes in salad.
But it's not. Yeah, totally. I know what they're.
So it's not garbage.
Also, no stink
but
lines.
it's not. Yeah,
It
but
could,
we can
it
put
could
cheese. That
also
would imply
be.
normal
It
cheese.
could also be moldy pizza.
You think?
yeah.
Oh wait, it's going the other way.
Nah,
So-
that's cheese.
There it was.
I love that you're like no
Why
stink
are there two
lines
60%?
implies not fresh cheese.
60% that way or that way.
No!
It's a weird.
Damn
Yeah.
it!
Steph, read the scale. Come on.
It's a new scale.
No, I didn't. I was
this your
mulling
drawing?
over the things that I didn't
No,
put
this is
in.
cabbages.
No.
What did I do?
I went.
Your
I went 60.
response.
Damn it! I was going to choose 60. I just
Steph,
didn't press
just
the button
read the
in
top
time.
word and the bottom word and go in between. Don't read the numbers. It's confusing.
Yeah. Okay.
Just
Look at the pretty colours.
pretty colors. That's about an 80 cheese.
Florist
Ooh.
and barber.
Florist and barber.
Let's see the response.
I'm still
Oh
thinking
my
about
god.
Is it? What? Did they cut someone's leg off?
mine. Yeah, I'm getting a Sweeney Todd vibe
yeah.
here.
So barber is the top.
But
Florist
it looks
is the bottom.
like they're holding a bouquet of flowers in the other hand.
Maybe
That's
they are.
true.
Wouldn't you say, guys? Wouldn't you
Maybe
say?
they're
Look
both.
at
What you looking at? The flowers? There's flowers, man. It's bouquet.
That's just a trash can.
It's I.
That's just a trash can.
Why are they wearing a hat?
It's just a bit of extra flair.
Bit of
I
flair.
had time. I thought
They had time left over. You didn't finish his fucking leg.
that got erased.
Got erased.
Put the hat line where the leg is meant to be.
Pretty good. That's
let's-
some couple on either side of it. Well done.
Yeah. Because annoying with this one, there isn't a middle, so it's hard to kind of.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
true.
It's more this than that.
Yeah.
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 Continuing with the same.
I'm sorry in advance.
Are they flowers? Are they flowers,
There we go.
Josh? They're flowers.
Hey.
Needs a haircut.
Oh.
That's Will.
What that's
It's me with flowers. Yeah. The flowers.
Well, a barber.
There's nothing.
That's someone receiving flowers from their barber partner.
No.
That's how
Nothing
deep
in that.
this
A barber
rabbit hole
partner
goes.
wouldn't have
Man.
those split ends on their partner. That's for sure.
That's true.
That's true.
Good flowers.
Good partner.
I've gone 100 and I've locked confidence.
Oh,
100
I like confidence.
Yeah, 100 florist. Also, like
That's
long
a 90.
hair.
That's a 90.
Wait, I think I chose barber. God damn it!
No, Ben Dixon!
The real answer.
She went 100. Someone else did.
Did you confidence
Yes.
this?
Yes.
Oh no.
I honestly think it's like an almost dyslexia thing. Like,
Yeah.
do you know what I mean? Like, I think there's a bit of a weird flip that my brain does.
It's like you're aggressively trying to be wrong.
Well, no, I think it's, you know, when I walk the wrong way when I go out of a hotel room, it's like,
belong between
I don't know.
working and sleeping. Let's see the response.
The time, there's only one hand on that, unless it's
Around out of time.
You know what you should do? You should draw a hat.
But it's perfectly midday or midnight. Because the little hand is behind the big hand. Yawning though.
I think I'm gonna not play the game anymore and just
Steph, that's my turn.
Okay.
I need you to do this to get me points. Please.
What's the answer?
working and sleeping.
No,
but I'm gonna get but I might get the answer so wrong that it does worse for you.
I think that doesn't
I think
penalize me.
Yeah.
Yawn.
Oh, I went too aggressive.
I missed it.
Went too aggressive into the sleep zone.
You're all
Close, were we?
I think I was 60 blue.
Oh shit. You were not.
When the question mentions
No,
forest
I was high. It was
first,
60.
Oh, it's fucked.
should
It's done it to both
yes,
of us.
Meadow.
It was. I did 50. I had 60 blue, which I was like halfway between. So I made him like working and sleeping.
Yeah, yeah.
Gus.
Steph.
Did you read a 6 as a 9? Did you read it as a 9 as a 6?
No. Where does this drawing belong between working and sleeping?
That's nothing.
Yeah.
What is that?
That's a chair or a couch or something.
That's a crocodile.
It's Brock. He's back.
He's sleeping.
That's not a thing. There's zero perspective.
Mine was definitely bugged.
Okay,
Yeah.
this is it.
Well, that
yeah,
happened to
Minnow
mine too,
nailed
yeah.
it. The one that it mentions first should be at the top of the scale. That's what my brain is doing.
Yeah, no, that's totally
So
fair.
I almost did it again, and then I was
Yeah.
like, oh no, sleeping is at the
yes.
Yeah, no, that's
You're
fair.
totally right.
I don't know what I'm looking at here.
Minnow,
Neither do I.
thank
80,
you. You make me
80
feel.
orange.
You make me feel better.
These readings show a consensus. But what's correct?
It evoked a sleeping energy.
I give up.
Whatever it is.
Hey!
We got
A
it.
few examples of a perfect
We both went, the fuck is that? 80. We both got it. This game makes no sense.
Oh dear.
This is wild. The scale is very Escher-esque.
Goes around.
Next question. Where does this
Okay,
drawing
so many
belong
questions.
between school and aquarium?
This is
Let's
gonna be
see
the
the
last
response.
What the fuck is he doing outside?
It's mostly a school, but the fish is going.
Yeah.
with
But again,
legs.
the irony there that a fish could be in a school of fish. So
Yeah, there's a good pun to be made.
there's something there.
But hang on,
I don't
it's a
think- I don't think
fish,
it's fair.
and the fish is going to school.
Pick up your phone and vote. Come on.
But I
You got 12 seconds.
Which I would
Sickney wants those points.
think means that pretty much in between. So a 60 on either end, I would think. Because
I
they've
would agree.
gone.
if
I've
it's a
drawn
school
both.
and an aquarium.
Yeah.
It's a bit
Click
of both
something.
though, yeah.
I didn't.
You.
All close together. That could be
Can't play this game.
and the truth.
I get frozen in indecision.
Click something. I didn't.
Yeah.
Sick.
They drew both things. If it was all school, it would be a school.
Yeah.
If it was all aquarium, it'd be a fish tank.
Yeah.
I didn't.
There is no school.
The
It's a
fish is going to an aquarium. Damn it.
You should have drawn fish on the
No,
school.
that's just someone saying that.
That's someone's read of it.
This
Yeah, but this is we're in the art
me.
gallery. We're looking at the big. I don't know what to do
Where
with
are
that.
they going? Where are they? Where's the car
exhaust.
going?
The exhaust is impressive.
Yeah, I didn't know you could make
Little
lines
tiny
that-
little specks.
Yeah.
How small is this person's fingers?
Okay, Steph has worked
Stephanie,
out.
how small are your fingers?
Steph has worked out that between school and an aquarium, one must travel.
Yeah,
And how
that's
does
what
one
I'm saying.
travel?
Where
in
is
a car.
Where's the car going?
Therefore,
It does belong, and therefore
60. What are the middle ones?
Miss Silver. I'm intrigued.
That is a car.
If you're 100, I'm leaving. That makes sense.
Okay.
Why more aquarium?
I don't know.
The
Question mark.
The drawing's like, what did you do?
I was like, those things are too different.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, that was
There's
it.
no way to find a middle.
Oh my god.
All right.
Wow, what happened there?
Sickney takes the win, I think.
Yeah.
Will did well.
That's not too bad.
Hey!
Well done, Sick
Well
Day.
done, Sick Day.
Well done.
Is mighty.
Bravo.
Well done.
See how our audience can
Sensational work.
Oh.
Computers are.
I think I'll play that game approximately 8 more times and then I'll get it.
Yep.
Yeah. Or never again.
Never again.
It's up there.
The audience assessment, I don't even know what that meant.
Well
That's a
done.
weird thing.
Cool.
Steph, save us.
Oh my god.
Get us out of this segment.
Yes.
What was that segment called again?
That segment was called A Back in Drag.
Oh, we're playing it again. You better believe we're playing it again.
Yes, 2 kinds of Jack there in that title card. No Jacks in this next break, I believe.
We'll find out.
We'll find out. You need a Gus single that just has a default like slow zoom with some like really traumatizing music.
The nose is the penis of the face is like, it's kind of a useless thing that hangs around. That's not quite true. But like, the boobs are like, they are to be looked at sometimes, not to be looked at.
Here at Boxwell, we can box whatever you want. You got something that needs a box, we'll have the box for that thing. We can put books in boxes, pillows in boxes. I've put tins of black beans in boxes. One time I put 32 VHS copies of the film The Boxer in a Boxwell box. Basically, you bring it in and we'll box it. Well, because we're Boxwell. Last week a lady came in with a wooden box and she asked me to put that box in a Boxwell box that was bigger. She didn't think I could put a box in a bigger box, but I sure as hell did. I put that box in a bigger Boxwell box and I showed her and she fucked right off. Put a body in a box. Yeah, boxed a couple of bodies, yeah. No, not at work. Not at work. Yeah, Boxwell boxes are the best quality boxes money can buy. So in order to protect that box, every time we box something in a Boxwell, we make sure to put that Boxwell in another box to protect the Boxwell box from being damaged by other shitty home brand boxes. No one takes boxes more seriously than us, not even Michael B. Jordan. Little box joke there for all you box lovers. Michael B. Jordan, of course, Michael Box Jordan to his friends and family, of which I am one. I know him. So when you need it boxed well, use a Boxwell, because no one boxes boxes like Boxwell.
Oh my gosh, it's time for the game plan, yay! Lead the Crossbell Police Department in the Legend of Heroes Trails to Azure as Lloyd Bannings. After the roaring success of the Anno 1800 release, you can now test your diplomacy skills on console. And believe it or not, what you're looking at right now is a Bayonetta game. I know! Known originally as Cereza, you can follow her fateful journey into the Avalon Forest in Bayonetta Origins, Cereza and the Lost Demon. And hold on to your snouts, bitches, because Peppa Pig is jet-setting to New York, Paris, London, in Peppa Pig World Adventures! Superstars of wrestling, Dwayne The Rock Johnson, Dave Bautista, and John Cena come together for this all-star WWE 2K 2023, so you know you can never give up. Unless, you know, you need to go get a snack or something, then I feel like it's okay to give up. Alice Gear Aegis CS Concerto of Simulatrix. Well, I've successfully said the name of the game and I don't feel like I should have to do any more than that. That's all the games for this week. Yes! Let me know in the comments what you're gonna play, because I wanna know. I do. Never give up.
Muso's musical musings. BMAC asks, why does everyone make fun of the violas? Leonard Bernstein once said, cellos playing high can do everything violas do more brilliantly. Basically, violas are like the altos of the string section. The violins get all the flashy melodies and the cellos get all the rich romantic harmonies, but the violas are kind of stuck in the middle doing the menial tasks. Their parts are boring and simple compared to the violins and cellos, so people erroneously think of the players as boring and simple too. But I like the viola. Plus, Mozart played it, so it can't be all bad. Though, there is one viola joke I quite like. What's the difference between a tailor and a violist? The tailor tucks the frills, while the violist fucks. Muso's musical musings.
welcome back. We saw some words. You know, I've never seen
My
the
wife.
Film. Yeah, I've never seen the film Borat, but that just flooded out of me. That was really strange.
We did a quick reminder, like, oh, Will, you're coming back to this
segment. Will, you ready?
Yeah, go. I'm ready.
That was
So ready.
that was like some like I love you, man. Ladies in the men jam.
Yeah.
Photographers.
You were saying?
Yeah, I was. Well, so were they. They had some words, and they were from our sponsors. We saw Brody H, and we saw Muso for Hire, who's doing a lovely Muso series. I hope he does a couple more of those.
Love it.
They're great because they're super educational, and then just right at the end, just a great button.
gag.
We also saw the game plan as well as Boxwell.
classic.
Yeah, one of my favorites.
That'll work.
It's a good one. She fucked right off. That was not in the script.
No, we know. We were saying that she fucked. You can see your brain grasping for an ad-lib line, and your brain goes, she.
Something along the lines of.
Yeah, and she fucked right off.
Fucked right off.
Which I'm sure they've had many Bunnings employees that've gone, we'll do another one now, actually.
We can't do that.
That's okay.
But another favourite of ours, depending on how we end up in the year, is a little segment we call Pocket League. So soft to go into.
Wow.
Ease it in. Ease it in. Oh!
Doesn't matter, even at its softest.
Yeah.
Still has a beat.
Still pumpy.
Yeah.
Still has a pump.
Yeah.
Still pumpy.
Love it.
No. Nicrotex sponsors this segment. There was a nice segue there, and I just didn't want to continue
Pumping?
the train. Yeah.
Nicrotex loves a pump.
Yeah,
Don't we all?
okay, there we go, good. Nicrotex sponsors this segment. He also tweets a lot. We usually read a tweet from his. Generally, they are pump related and kind of
the last
fun.
couple were.
This one's quite a nice one and a little question for us all. He tweeted, anyone got interesting stories about names your parents had planned for you? In an alternate universe where Nicrotex was born a girl, he would have been named after a very special lady, a character who will forever be near and dear to my heart and his. And for that reason, it would have been My Sarah Jane. Not the my part, just the Sarah Jane part. Yeah.
And there's a thing called My Sarah Jane?
Is that a band?
Well, Doctor Who always calls Sarah Jane his Sarah Jane.
My Sarah Jane.
So,
okay.
So it's a
yeah.
Doctor
So
Who
his
line.
family's obviously Doctor Who fans, and they were going to go
Tragic.
the Sarah Jane route.
They went Nick.
They went Nick.
They went Nick.
Yeah. Does anyone have or know what name they could have been named?
I remember hearing it once, and I've forgotten what it is, but my parents had a really, very British four-syllable name for me.
well.
It was like Agatha. No, it wasn't Agatha, but it was like, it was something that no one has. Funny as Josh. We might have a couple of Agathas watching.
I think you should be Agatha, yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, you strike me as an Agatha.
As an Agatha Ronald.
You know what to put on that lower third next week.
Old Aggie.
It was Aggie all along, but it was one of those ones that I'm like, but I think
Media?
everyone thinks that. don't they?
Ellen Hughes says 4 syllables. Agatha.
Yeah, mine was silly and British and had more syllables than you knew what to do. Pete?
Yeah.
I can't remember exactly. I think it was like Armani or something like that.
Yeah, okay.
Armani.
Yeah.
Armani. It was either Gucci or Armani. Maybe Yves Saint Laurent.
Yeah.
Burns.
My parents were going to call me Melanie, which is
Okay.
for no reason specific. That it was just a name that they were toying with. And then, later on in the conversation, they were like, the other day we were tossing it was Astrid. And that is my favorite name in the whole
good
world.
name.
Wow.
The character of the novel that I will one day write is called Astrid, and I'm furious that it's not my name.
How to Train Your Dragon? There's an Astrid in that?
Yep.
It's
I wonder
Scandinavian.
I doubt this is the case. There might be some out there. I wonder if anyone has, their parents were going to give them a sort of very female-sounding version of theirs, like Robert and Roberta.
Agatha.
If there was any of the one they went, we were going to call you this, and then when we found out you were the other, we went with the other version of it.
Yeah.
I doubt that it's ever happened, but it would fascinate me to know.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that happens also a lot in Scandinavia. Like Thora Birch. Thora is the feminine version of Thor.
Okay. Yeah, cool. But they have cool weight. They have cool structuring around
You can
some
do
of their
very
Scandinavian-
little to a name and make it kind of fit, with the kind of Norse and stuff like that.
Did you have one?
Ironically, mine was also, it wasn't tied to Doctor Who, but it was going to be Rose. So it's like, I'm glad I didn't get that one.
Rose. And is Rose one of the
Rose
doctors?
Tyler, Billy Piper's
She was the
character.
first companion, Billy Piper. Because we want
the
to.
first?
The first and the new stuff.
The echo scenes, the new revives kind of thing. But I can see you as a Rose.
Yeah. I mean, now?
To the glass?
Hey, Josh, do you have that leaderboard?
I
want to paint you as a Rose. I want to draw you as a Rose.
Oh, God.
I was going to be
yes.
Emily Cates, I think. Yeah.
Oh, hyphenated.
Oh,
That's
double
cool.
bammer.
Emily Kate Swifty.
I think I had a.
He still just would have been called Swifty.
Yeah.
I had a family friend that was an Emily Kate. That must have been like a popular name of an era.
And they go
Emily
going
Kate
for doubles.
Were there any Emily Kate Doctor Who's?
I don't know if there's been Kates, but there's not been an Emily, so you can't. Yeah. No one has those names.
Yep.
What a killer of a question. Do you want to bring us
Christ. My God. Josh, let's take a look at the leaderboard. We've had a few games come out. One that came out basically the week after we picked those, Atomic Heart, which is sitting at 74. Just one, I think, Gus, have you got
why am I there? Why am I on Atomic Heart?
Because that was your counter pick.
Oh, we counterpicked.
So there was some counterpicks. So
I totally forgot.
Yeah, so that you counterpicked Steph's Atomic Heart.
Meaning,
if it is like the worst one, I think you get more points.
Which currently it is.
Yes.
But I need everything else to do better than that.
Yes.
Gotcha.
That would be how
I
it
forgot
goes.
about the counterpicks. Thanks for reminding me.
I might just read out the scores and we'll go through the reviews. Atomic Heart is now on 74.
Suicide Squad hasn't come out yet.
You're safe. Yeah, that's true.
Oh, yeah.
Which was your
I
counterpick?
counterpicked that.
Yep.
I feel like it's gotten a delay, so
yeah.
it might.
We can go through them.
Because they're
Yeah.
polishing off what's going to be an amazing
incredible
game.
video game.
Atomic Heart was your pick that I think I saw the preview of when you picked it, and it was like,
yeah.
you're like, I'm done. I'm like,
I just seen the trailer and I was like, wow, this looks kind of cool.
It
and
looks
Bioshock.
great. I got a couple of quick reviews
please.
here. Eurogamer says a half interesting game is buried by a mess of its own making, and it represents an industry conundrum that will only continue to grow. Games Radar says Atomic Heart is a messy video game with big ideas and a desperate need for refinement. So yeah, looks great on the outside. Get into the details, into the thick of it, and realize that it didn't quite have the right direction.
Yeah. Damn.
But yeah, so a lot of 8s.
It had a
lot
cool
of 7s.
aesthetic.
Yeah.
But don't judge a book by its cover, I guess.
Yeah.
Dang.
I'll go Octopath Traveler 2 next, which is one of your picks, Pete.
Yep.
It got a solid 84, which is
That's
pretty
a
good in the
solid
scheme
84.
of games.
Yeah, it's the highest score so far
Yep.
this season.
Yes.
Wait for
Alright.
PGA Tour, Peter.
It may surprise you that IGN gave this game a 7.
No.
IGN.
Surely not.
But
Yeah,
they fucked up the scale.
They thought it was
the other end.
They thought it was less likely to fetch a ball.
They thought
Yeah.
Octopath Travel looked less like a salad.
Yeah. They said Seth Macy at IGN says Octopath Traveler 2 is very enjoyable JRPG sequel that feels a little too safe and familiar. So that's where it was docked points. But that was countered by Game Informer. Josh Broadwell over there said, does Octopath Traveler 2 does what an excellent sequel should. Instead of breaking new ground left and right, it improves on the original in nearly every way and feels more confident about the story it tells.
Nice.
Yeah,
cool.
So it's been pretty well received.
That's good.
Gus, no games come out yet?
Not yet.
No,
I think PGA 2 is the first one coming.
Oh, Resi, I thought.
Resi.
Oh,
remake
true,
as well.
yeah.
Resi, then PGA Tour, then Star Wars,
Yep.
then Street Fighter and Plucky Squire might just be like this year. So
Yeah,
that's my
somewhere.
only question mark.
My first one was Wolong, Fallen Dynasty, which got 82.
Solid
Also
score.
not bad.
Yeah.
The only review that I think says everything about this was from Game Mag. No, yes. They gave it a 6 out of 10. They said, the act of swordplay is still quite fun in Wolong, but as soon as you get to the credits, the game will likely just evaporate from your brain entirely. Which I think is that, we were kind of talking about it, there's so many Souls-likes that it's like, this is good, but it doesn't do enough to
doesn't stick
separate.
around.
Yeah.
I jumped in for a couple of hours. It's on Game Pass. And it was just very, like, there's something worse about a game not being amazing or terrible. It's being that really middle ground kind of thing. Again, 82 is good. It's
not bad.
It's not bad, but I saw a lot of those,
How did you find the first boss?
The big dog?
I don't know what it is. I've
Just
not
the
watched
first
any of it.
encounter,
I
yeah.
just heard first boss is like a really hard.
May not have even got to it. I
Skill
got to
check,
Big
okay.
Dog
Yeah, okay.
and got killed by it 3
Yeah,
times
okay.
and went, okay, explored a bit more and never killed the dog. So maybe that's
Maybe
it.
that's it, maybe
Felt
that's
like a
it.
mini boss, so I'm a bit embarrassed to say that I feel like there's probably a bigger boss.
No,
further down.
the people
But
have been
yeah,
talking.
it was
It's like an aggressive first one.
Yeah, it's like it's really going to push a lot of people away from the game because it's so
Yeah.
hard up the front.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. Interesting.
Yeah.
And the last one is Destiny 2 Lightfall, which got itself a 76.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Not bad.
Respectable, but not great.
Yeah.
I have a review here that I think really sums up what we were talking about earlier. I may have found the campaign uninspired and its legendary difficulty a slog characterized by bullet spongy foes, but an expansion to a game this big is more than just its opening story. Lightfall sets up some strong possibilities, narratively and in the gameplay sphere, for a rewarding year of adventure ahead. Despite some frustrations, Destiny 2 continues to take strides in catering to a diverse player base characterized by disparate desires.
What they give it?
Who was it?
Disparate desires. Sorry, that was Matt Miller from Game Informer.
And they gave it a
7.8.
yeah, okay.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Pretty much
higher
spot on.
than 7.6.
There you go. All right. No one.
And vaguely whimsical.
And Kerbal's in beta or in alpha or whatever.
Early
now,
access,
so-
yeah.
Yeah, early access.
Who picked Kerbal?
That's in my reserves.
Yeah, so
I
yeah.
figured it'd do well, but
I
It's-
saw some troubling first comments
Yeah, okay.
that were out about it, which I thought was strange because it feels just like it's a given how much
they know what they're doing.
the previous
Yeah.
game went through so many iterations and had such an interesting formula. But that's yeah, we'll find out later on. But it's troubling to hear.
the
Issues
challenging sophomore.
issues on the launch pad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So still waiting for like.
Yeah, there's some of the big dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna come in.
There's some huge games coming out this year.
Yeah.
I'm happy. I'm definitely gonna be top end of the 80s with Resi. I'm just putting it out there.
Resi and Star Wars.
Yeah,
are both like
Star Wars and my
Resi,
guys.
Resi
Yeah.
looks like
Oh,
that.
sorry, and golf.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
Golf.
EAPGA
Golf.
to it.
Oh, I'm gonna home run that golf shot. You better believe it.
6.
I'm so confident in Baldur's Gate, but I don't think it's going to save my 70s.
We could all get 70s, and that might just be a really.
There's no way Tron Identity gets more than 4 out of 10.
You've got. Oh fuck! I just saw you're the highest. You're the highest, and you have Zelda. And I know I've found out about it. But that is.
That's a
definitely
good pick.
like a
too, yeah.
solid 95.
I'm curious about Assassin's Creed Mirage, because that's like
The sequels
Assassin's
usually.
Creed games can just so go like
Yeah.
wildly.
Yeah, I know, but I'm pretty confident in it because
They're taking a big
they're
swing with it.
paring back.
Yeah.
I think
Return to
Valhalla
form.
is an incredible technical feat,
Yeah.
and there's so much of it. And for them to be able to tell a more refined story, I think they'll be able to put the dev hours into really crafting something special.
Yeah.
I would also say, I reckon people who loved Valhalla are going to love the change of direction with Mirage. I reckon people who hated Valhalla are going to love the direction change with Mirage. So I think they're going to
Yeah,
cater
that's
to...
fair.
It's just, I guess my concern is that it will feel like we're going backwards.
Yeah, they've been going
That's-
forward
yeah,
for a
that's
while,
fair,
though. So
Yeah.
it's like...
They're getting broader and broader and broader. I
Yeah.
think it's time for
Yeah.
a reset.
Yeah.
But-
Pivot.
But yeah,
Pivot.
Origins was kind of a big jump for them, and this might be another big jump for them. And they didn't really nail the Origins new format for a couple of games. So, yeah.
And while we're talking, and I do not mean to be shitting on you here, the Suicide Squad early stuff has been getting absolutely flogged.
Yeah.
Like people are really unhappy with how that's looking.
I thought, like, given that people were pretty cool on
Gotham
Gotham Knights.
Yeah.
I was like, Knights Republic? No. I was like, oh, this will be the better of the two.
Yeah.
And
It's weird. The more that people were going like, this looks super bouncy and purple blob shooty and games as a service, the more I see that, the more I'm like, I hope it just feels fucking fun to play.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I don't know, Underdog, whatever you want to call it.
And
like
I think also taking a pause after Backlash is cool. Like it might just be refining those little quirks.
Yeah,
so.
and maybe just some UI rework and
yeah.
stuff. You know, people were just like, "Oh, this looks like a mobile game," and that's when people were like
Maybe-
angry about it.
Yeah,
And it's
yeah.
like mechanically, it probably isn't.
Yeah.
But if it's designed to look like it, it can.
And I also don't really care much for all those characters. So if it feels fun to play, I'm not going to be like, but a big shark man can't jump like that. I'm like, yeah, but it's fun.
yeah.
Sorry, Steph.
maybe it'll get delayed.
Maybe.
Are you fingers crossed? Redfall's not on your main list, and I
I
reckon
know,
Redfall
because
will
I'm
be.
so scared because I don't. It's such an unknown. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
I'm going to a preview event tomorrow, and I might come back from that and be like, God damn it! But
I reckon Avatar's gonna be fucking sick as well.
Yeah, I wish I'd put that on there.
Yeah. We'll see. That's all our updates, though. That's Pocket League.
Yeah.
I think we're heading to the credits
It's
now.
time for the credits.
And I think a guy over there might be helping us with that.
What?
Oh no.
Due to Kentucky.
Well, I dare say that if the credits must be read,
You do?
No.
well then I feel a certain southern
Kentucky.
Kentucky.
Oh no.
Oh, you're like Foghorn Leghorn.
Yeah.
I
Well,
think he got cancelled.
yeah.
Did he?
Yeah. Also
Racist?
Yeah.
Yeah. Also,
So they were zoomed in with you looking over your glasses.
I believe so. But I'm not cancelled.
Yet.
Give it time. Give it time.
So
God.
Kentucky.
One.
I'd like to call one
Dumb.
my surprise witnesses to Missouri. All right. No, that's too Matthew.
That's you now.
That's
Credit
not-
me up. Let's do this. All right. Well, we say a special thank you to all our patrons here, and that would of course include the mods. And the mods themselves are Get, a Syntax Error, Liz Dahlia, Sith Cat, Phoenix O'Lion, and Disturbed 778, Jex, Caboose, What the Shark, Snail XD, Kentucky, and Low Shadamar. And I think you'll find that Gus's Beard Wrangler is one don't days, a paratiste, and a baker, a honey bun bun.
Aperitif.
We are all robots here today.
Oh God! Now he's an evangelist.
Costume department
character.
already. The remover of Gus's foot from Gus's mouth will be a babbling Boston. A Milner for the Wilner is a snail XD, and a back pocket legal team. Well, that's my lawyer and my consultant, the BuriBuri. The head technician, Kate Lavos, Scotty Groomer, Glowing Might, and of course the naming department. I was naming a tour. Best boy, EvaRae. All hail EvaRae in the Church of Ever Love and Rays. The worst boy, of course, EvilSpyBoy. Bad EvilSpyBoy. The Boxy boy, that'd be a Boxy. Scotty Feeder Super Studios. The Scotty Breeders, that'd be Slowpunk. And the Scotty Wranglers, all the Scotty people here, bye for us. The Pitch Perfector, MiddleCee, and Peter's Cable Guy, I do declare, Kentucky. Deep South.
Yeah, now
The
he's
designer of the
Scarlett
world, these
O'Hara.
worlds, A. Timothy, Steph's attention, grab the Stephanie, Daisy 86, Community Hot Boy, that'll be Nicrotex, and his Hot Boy, Coastal City, Remover of Sass, so sassless, and Executive Show Counselor Raj. The House Band, give it up for Musa for Hire, Dinosaur Supervisor, a Phil Tippett, and of course, our Bird Supervisor. We couldn't be here tonight without one Loki Cat. Your Honor, I rest my case.
You just add an A to the front of words that don't have an A,
that works.
and it
Yeah.
works. Yeah.
Exactly. I'm a sweaty lawyer in that white suit,
Yeah,
or like
yeah.
with a little little fan. Get through
Walton
that.
Goggins.
Speaking of the bird supervisor, Loki Cat sponsors the post show, which is going to be coming up soon. Loki Cat is a lover of fine whiskies and cockatiels.
What the fuck was that? That was more phlegm than
Whiskies. So each week we describe him, but in the style of some whiskey tasting notes. This week, Loki Cat is a fusion of unique and rare elements. Should I do the Kentucky as well?
It's more of a bourbon. But yeah, go for it.
Kentucky bourbon. Loki Cat is a fusion of unique and rare elements, and clouded in secrecy, a culmination of a lifetime's experience. Distilled over his age, years and matured in a selection of the world's finest casks. Of course, whilst the exact secrets of his production are known only to its creators, we can tell you that melted Kentucky, melted sweetness and explosive spiciness is, at least in part, caused by his unique roasted chocolate barley malt and his specialty designer casks.
Meaning he could not have been there on the night of the 29th.
Objection, Your Honor.
Thank you, Loki Cat.
Thank you very much, Loki Cat. Post show's coming up soon. That is the show. Thank you very much for watching and tuning in today. Thank you to everyone who's been watching on Twitch and hitting us with subscriptions. Thank you, 8-Bit Taco. Love to see it. 18 months. Beautiful. Really appreciate it, guys. And if you can't support on Twitch, or if you would prefer not to, you could support us over on Patreon. You don't get a choice not to support us, though. So it's Twitch or Patreon. Make a decision. Go now. You can find us on Patreon at patreon.com/back_pocket. And you can find all of our stuff at backpocket.gg. So our socials, Patreon, Gus's Amazon wish list if you wanted to support the show that way instead, which is just lathers and balms.
Yeah, lathers, balms. One of those little things you do your tie up
and
with.
those weird 2-fingered gloves.
Surplus, please.
It's all just sweat and leather.
Yeah, sweat and leather.
Smell of sweat and leather.
So
Sandal and wood.
Of course, we totally understand not everyone can support us financially. That's totally understandable. But
if you're not, you better be copying the link from
Copy
every
the
social
URL.
video and copying it to your clipboard because of the algorithm.
Save us with the algorithm. Tell your friends. Bring some friends along. Bring some family along. This isn't it for GG this week as well. Tomorrow I'm going to stream some Immortality.
GG. Oh, wow.
GG. Because I said backpocket.gg.
Yeah.
Good Game is dead. I hate to tell you, you're a few years too late. But I will start playing Immortality. It was promised to you, and therefore it shall be delivered. And I am very excited to play it.
Yeah.
So
I've also got, and then the week following that, hopefully the week following that is, if Rezi's out by then, I owe the horror game playthrough as well. As a scaredy boy, I'm going to play through Resi Evil 4 remake in its entirety. Apparently, it has VR support, so I'm going to bounce hopefully between a bit of VR home stream and a bit of playing it. But I will play the whole game through on stream as well. So hopefully next week, I'm going to kick that one off as well.
Yeah, nice. Cool. Awesome. That is it for the show. We'll go to the post show. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you guys later. Let's back it out, everyone.
Let's back it out.
Bye, Jew. Adieu.